Nicholas DeOrio took the time at his computer desk to draw my choker on his computer.
Cut off. Don't say his full name. Don't flatter him like that. He doesn't need that much.
Okay, so what should I say?
Be like, Nikki wishes he could get some of this.
Sounds like flamboyant. We should call
He's super defensive right here. Like, he's like an insane level of defensive. Emmy in the chat says Edwin is a beta. Very, very true. Beta!
Not only did Edwin do whatever he did to Babs, but he also ruined her business.
Yeah,
her business is
financially ruined. Yeah, like, and what did she do? Just
how did he directly ruin it, though?
And go in a car? Like,
wait.
Because she can't promote her OnlyFans, because then people will say that she's just doing this for clout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She just called him out for clout.
And
this would have been done and over with a month ago.
Damn, that sucks. You f***ed up her OnlyFans business? Have you considered a job?
Chat is salivating right now. They've been waiting 4 hours for this.
I know, it's something really like satisfactory about making people wait when, like, you know, well, I'm perceived as a villain.
Really, buddy? Really? Is something satisfying about making people wait?
Yeah, when I know people
When it's
are
me?
like, waiting.
Making
So, oh, sorry. Oh yeah, no, yeah, we're cool now, so I don't want to make you wait.
Mother mister, we don't have enough likes to start the stream.
Yeah,
it should be Blood Sports because of that comment.
Oh, that one's okay. Hold on, let me. How do I? You got me on your screen. I'm trying to figure this out real quick.
Oh,
Actually,
well, I have you on my screen, and we're sitting by the fireplace.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. If you want to start, I could start. I don't know.
No, I think that you should start. Just to articulate some stuff. I did find one thing pretty funny off the intro that I will bring up. So Edwin, and I will tell his chat and my chat. Edwin was not making a video on myself and Keemstar. That is true. All right. Little did I know that the reason why Edwin was not making a video on myself and Keemstar was because he hadn't seen it yet. So I had a conversation with Edwin in May, or not May, was it July? Yeah, we had a conversation in July, and I was like, why is Edwin coming at me so heated? I was like, something's off. Like, are you good, bro? And you're like, well, yeah, I just watched your video like 3 days ago, and I'm not sure how I should respond to it. Should I make a video? Should I do a stream? And I'm like, oh, fuck. I didn't know you didn't watch it yet, so I'm sorry, all right? Hindsight, I would like to apologize to you right off the bat. If you had watched the video, you would have made a video on me.
Okay, real quick, my chat is mine and Nick's levels matching-ish, because I hate technical difficulties, but I know it's a little echo because I had it kind of loud, but yeah, sorry about that, guys. Nick, you do like to play your audio really loud, though, because when I was playing those clips, like, you're peaking more than anything.
My audio on my computer is balanced funny, so I'm probably louder on everyone else's. I just assume they can shut me down if they want to. I'm not pretending I'm a fantastic streamer, alright? I just get by.
Okay, but, I mean, the bigger point there, though, was that, like, you thought everything I was doing was because of you. Like, what the... That was weird.
I mean, to be fair, you played one clip where I was like, this is all you're going to give me? You're not going to let me have more content? Yeah, I mean, that is just, like, kayfabe. We did a lot of it. Like, oh, you're going to bore me to death, Edwin? I mean, I was in the intro for that video. You agree, though, that stream was pretty, I guess, awkwardly targeted?
Not like, you thought, like, the videos... You know,
well, no, I know, but like you put a pretty hard intro. By the way, for anyone wondering, we're talking about his return stream. So the one where you came back with like a solid 5-minute clip of like everybody talking shit about you, and then you started the camera and you're like, "Hey guys, today we're gonna be talking about Michael Jackson and transgender youth," and everyone was like, "What?"
All right, look, I'm on YouTube. I want to stay monetized here. I want to make some.
I lost a lot of money. They were bad.
No, I don't know what words will trigger the YouTube system.
I'm sorry. I'm only on Twitch. All right, they might ban me.
They encourage that talk over there. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, no, I guess that's I forgot where I was going with that, but yeah, that was obviously like I just didn't want to address like any people or anything. I wanted to kind of touch it and like just make it known that I don't want to talk about this. I didn't want to start beef with everybody. I was very overwhelmed by like the bigger, you know, the subject of the video I just put out to really like focus on what everybody else was saying. Like if anything, I was just kind of distraught. Like damn, like these homies like they flipped on me without saying anything. And like, you know, I know that part of the reason was because there was like, well, if I did, it would have become content. But like, ironically, like you just said, the kayfabing, everything was like playing into making more content, farming me. So like, you kind of like did the thing that you hated me for in the end of the year. Like, but I mean, I guess you justify it, right?
Sure, yeah. So I do think there's a difference between making like predominantly fake drama. I think in the later stages of 2024, that year hasn't happened yet. 2022, I think that majority of the drama was just fake. I think the Keemstar show orchestrated a bunch of just fake bullshit drama. I think the example we talked about privately was that drama where I think there was like a live stream, right? Where it was like you, Salvo, me, and Keem. And it became this whole like, oh, Nick, everyone's tired of your shtick thing. Like I pulled the short straw that day. Tipster and Xylie got reamed out earlier that week. Then it's like, oh, yeah. Nick, you're done, buddy. We all know your game is over or whatever. And it led into this weird fake beef with me and Keem. And I think a lot of people got tired of that. I think that's a little different than me just being a little extra vitriolic.
No. Because you regurgitated shit that Keem told you, and everything he told you about me was fucking fake, straight up. So
I don't know.
In a sense,
I could see you recording him, though. Do you not really think it's fair to think that it's possible you did, even though I'm being fair to you?
But if he thinks it, then like, okay, well, what would be the clue? He just says it unfounded with confidence to the point where.
Well, I will say he told me you recorded him. He told me that you said you recorded him. Yeah.
That's what he told you that he said that I said that.
That's what I said. I told you in that call too.
No, in the call you're saying that he told you that, but he never said that I said it. I'll play it again.
Oh, no, I'm saying that, yeah, he told me that he was like, are you recording me? He goes, yeah, I am, for my safety, motherfucker, or something like that, yeah.
No, what the fuck? No, dude, the motherfucker just lies, you see? Like, that's so ridiculous.
Alright, but, like, in my defense, that could be very well possible, and I'll give you a certain amount of that, but I'm saying, but you recorded Babs, you recorded Xylie, you recorded me, I'm recorded in that call, which we mutually did, right? But, like, I'm saying, but you were recording everybody around that time. I don't know why really even is like a big point, I guess. I don't know.
Right, yeah. It's not. Well, I guess it's just an example of like BS, because like, and again, I think you heard the points, like, because he was like really intent on like, well, so what kind of shit did you and Salvo talk about me? And I was like, dude, it was nothing serious, nothing more than like like a group chat, and then like you could say like maybe I slipped up for even saying that, right? But because then he got.
Well, I think that was pretty serious. Like, that was a pretty serious accusation. Don't you think? That was a little bit.
Oh, that was made on me, or that?
No, I think that was a pretty. So you had told I think what you're referring to is when you told Salvo that we privately told you. Well, you implied this, and then we asked about it, and then we cleared it up on the stream. But you told Salvo that like I told you couldn't stream with him, didn't you?
Okay, yeah, but right now I'm referring to Keemstar.
Okay, because I thought that was that was gonna cause me like a week's worth of fucking headache that I didn't want to deal with. Right, so I mean, like, there is levels to this kayfabe stuff. You could say it's like, oh, it's all jokes and memes or whatever, but like,
yeah, but like, as far as what Keemstar regurgitated to you, like, it's like he made it seem like it was worse, like what I said about like the group chat. Like, he made it seem worse than it was apparently, because like, that, like, can you not say that I probably fueled you a little bit against? Because that was my thought, right? That's what I said.
Fueled me? Well, no, because I have only posted one video about you, and that was in January, and that was fueled directly by the live stream that happened earlier that day with Tommy, and the I think I've only ever talked about you like on 3 separate streams for more than 5 minutes since then. Or no, 3 including that original one. But it was like, that was in the time frame of you'd done the New Year's stream, you'd appeared on Tommy's stream, my video comes out, and then the Keem Babs interview. It was all very topical. It's not like I spent I guess hours. I understand why you're mad at other people.
Not ICO levels. I'll give you
That's what I'm saying. Is like I understand why you're mad at other people, but I don't necessarily think I grinded you as hard as even I'm kind of talking about Tipster.
Well, yeah. But I guess the foundation I'm laying is like the Keemstar. Like also you said a story about him like me. I don't know if you made it seem like I'm begging him to take me back or to him in his Rolls Royce or whatever that metaphor. I was like, what? Did he tell you that like I was asking him for mercy or like to be my friend or some shit?
No. Unfortunately, I don't know what the context of that specific one was. Okay. But
well, yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know, man. Obviously there's like reason for me to think that Keemstar's malicious, and he had some sort of bone to pick to some degree with me. But
this reminds me of like the Babs trading cards drama on like weren't there trading cards on the table or something, or like what is it? Not trading cards, playing cards. Like, does it? What is this like? I guess what is the greater point here?
That yeah. That's so
Because I think there is I did think of a question while we were talking about this kind of that I kind of want to get your opinion on. So do you view like, I mean, take a step back, retrospective. What do you think really of the content from late 2022? Like the whole Big Salvo era, Keemstar show. Did you think that was like, just like, what was your viewpoint of it? Because I think we differ on that. So I feel like establishing that would be good.
Like, I don't know. Like, I think that I kind of went a weird direction by like just kind of wanting to push buttons. And I don't know when it started, right? But obviously, like, I had Keemstar and people would complain, and I kind of like, you know, sanitizing for my audience, and then it also like had Salvo on a lot, and I kind of just like, I geared more into that, like just for the sake of, I don't know if it's like a mix of boredom or just like, you know, just becoming sort of addicted to like the streaming and like being online and like just like continuing just like, I mean, it was fun, like it was fun, so like, but like it was like low effort, and it's not really like what I used to do either, but like
a lot of guys think that
that's
you
what
like jumped ship. You saw the Salvo train to chug in, and you're like, all right, I'm getting on board. What do you say to that?
I don't get it, because like I could like Salvo, and I could like you and Augie and shit. Like,
yeah, but
that's how I always
Salvo
thought,
was
like,
pretty outwardly trying to like damage the most of us, right? I think he's pretty fair about that. Where like his end game goal was to, I guess, to kind of fuck us or whatever. I mean, his whole community he created was like previous A-logs of us, which ended up eating him alive. So like, I mean, yeah, you could be friends with both parties. My point is though, were you kind of a passing? I don't know. Was that like something that you'd considered back then? I guess.
No.
So
Okay,
was it
and, like,
never personal, I guess, for you during a lot of that fake drama?
So I think I had my blinders on, because I feel like I saw what he was doing no different than like, you know, what like we would do back in our days and shit, you right? I mean, like, it was even in that last quarter of the year that we had like that stream on Augie's show where like we were trying to trick Flamenco into joining the call, and like Augie kept saying, "Don't worry, I'm not live," even though he was live, right? Like that kind of like attitude, and I think I just kind of like that, a lot of that became ingrained in just like talking shit out online and stuff, and like I do think that it, obviously I didn't know you guys, and I was like, why, whatever, like, just, we always laugh at shit, and like I think it's funny, but I guess if like there was no malicious intent from my part, like straight up, you know.
Sure.
And
so you're saying is like it wasn't personal for you.
No, like I can definitely see the perspective, and like, you know, it's funny how it's like a storyline on the internet, right? People like I saw a tweet of someone saying that like the new plan was to that you and Augie were gonna make me say bad Salvo, and then you guys would take me back.
I did see that too. Yeah, there's some crazy people.
Like it's like things aren't always that like.
I am gonna make you say e-girls are bad, but that's not till the end of the stream. I will get that out of you, my friend.
You don't have to try too hard. Like, there was a screenshot I was gonna put in my video at the end from Nick saying that, but I couldn't export it in time. So
I guess my point is, and I understand what you're saying, and I think the chat can understand what you're saying. But a point of contention for me is like where you're like, okay, so this stuff with you wasn't ever personal. I don't know why you took it that way. One of the things that we talked about a lot in private is like you didn't know why I didn't like you going into this drama in January, but I guess my question was it personal when you did it to Tipster?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't even.
Was it personal when you were like beefing with Bowblax down the end of the stretch there?
No, because like well, that was like 3 different points, but should we start?
No, but they're all the same point. I guess the question is, how the fuck am I supposed to know? You know, it looks the same when you're fighting with Tipster. It looks the same as when you're fighting with me. How am I supposed to know you've gone live, as they say in wrestling?
Well, for one, like I can understand how am I supposed to know, but I guess my perspective, like I totally get that, like, you know, like we said, like, and you know, like I can apologize for turning into an asshole essentially, but like I guess what I failed to understand and had to kind of detach myself, right? And that's why I couldn't watch the content. Like I watched bits and pieces of like, you know, your video and like some Augie stream, but like the things that were being said were so, I mean, a little bit more intense kayfabing than I ever did. So like it really threw me off. It's like, whoa, like, you know,
Sure.
It's just, it was like, I feel like if it was personal, then I would have come back more angry or said some shit about you guys. But like, what what like bad shit have you heard me
well,
say
I think
about,
if you were
like,
active around
bringing
the
the
time,
party?
it would have been probably a free-for-all, don't you think? Like, if, let's say the Bab shit doesn't happen, you're still active, that video comes out, because most of the video isn't about the Bab shit. Actually, any reference to the Bab shit is me saying it doesn't matter. So if the Bab shit's off the table and you're still active, don't we have a really heated back and forth back then?
I mean, possibly, but like, because of the Bab shit, everything erupted in the first place, because like, I went to Tommy's stream and like, you know, like looked dumb, like fucking freaked out, and like we that was you and me as well, regardless of like whatever it was, because you that was like a point where you said you're lying to me about 30 minutes ago, blah blah, and you know, so like I think that it's impossibly just interlaced, you know, because then from there, like you wouldn't bother to get my side or shit, you know, so it's like, I mean, I guess it could be an interesting timeline.
I think by that point, our door of communication was closed for the time being. I guess after I released your messages on stream, and that like time frame between that, I guess. Do you kind of want to get into maybe more specific issues you have with my video? Because I'm going to be straight with you, and I said this to you privately. I think a lot of the problem is tone. I literally think a lot of the issues you have with me is tone. But
yeah, well, and I mean, it's like it's not so much, I guess, tone. I guess that's a typical Nick thing that people say, I guess, or you say it.
Well, nobody ever says it, but I think a lot of people like me when I'm fucking swinging at somebody they don't like, and then when I swing at them, it's just like, holy shit, man, what the fuck is this? That's why I get in so many fights, you know.
I just feel like it didn't match. Like, even if I'm the asshole in the beginning, I feel like you went like tenfold, and other people did as well.
Sure,
like, that's kind of.
But that's
I mean,
me.
obviously, like,
yeah, if you're like, I said this in 2018, dude. You're gonna slap me, I'll drop a car on your head. That's what I do.
Okay, you compared me to Tipster in the beginning of your video. Okay, like I get it, but like
Tipster's not a pedophile. It's not that bad.
Wait, what? Whoa, okay.
Well, I mean, I'm saying I could have compared you to work. Like, Tipster's just a pathetic loser. I mean.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm. Anyways, and then
it's not like I was like Edwin Epstein generations back at it again. That would have been fucked up.
Speaking of, I think there was one comparison to Flamenco at one point.
All right, but it wasn't Flamenco. To be fair, for the last year or so, I have been doing my best to not call Flamenco a pedophile. So I was definitely not calling him that at that time. All right.
Wait, I didn't know you did that.
Oh, I thought. Okay. Well, yeah, but like, I thought that's what you meant when I said like Epstein. You're like, well, I did. You did compare me to Flamenco.
It was just a connected thought from him. Oh, well, now I
don't know. He's talking about lawsuits, man. I'm not comparing the two of them for shit, bro.
He came up on my feed, and like, it was like something new. Like, there's new. Anyway, we're not getting into that. But yeah, there's like new things on him, but we're not getting into that. Like, apparently he uploaded that one comic. Did you know?
Which one? Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't want to talk about fucking Flamenco.
yeah.
I'm not doing this for 3 hours with you, so I want to get your concerns out of the way, and then I have more general conversations from people who are, I guess, bystanders watching this. But I think we kind of got a good like understanding of the time frame we're working in.
Yeah, and you say tone, but like honestly, like I do feel like it wasn't just tone, because I feel like also you had like it was some of the things you said, like you told me in the private call, right, that you're like, well, yeah, listen to what I say right after, right, but that tone is a lot stronger when you expressly say something like oh, this got to be something ethically wrong, blah blah, and then you're like, oh, but I'm sure he meets other people, like, you know, you said the second part really quick and short.
Oh wait, hold on.
You know
so your example is ethically wrong. Do you think that what you did was ethically wrong? I'm presuming you're talking about Olivia.
Well, I mean, you led on and said that like he could be meeting other people and doing this continuously.
But you at least can see that point is true, right? I think you've agreed with me on that point.
Yeah, I mean, but like you extended it further to like the worst part, and then like, you know, that's what people went with.
Yeah, but I extended it to the worst part, and then I told you the more logical. I think I have it transcribed here. Do you want me to read this?
But like, it's not just me saying the tone, dude, because you yourself actually have a tweet where you said it. You said like, I mean, if you feel like you have to address it in a tweet, you said, I've seen a few people draw all the wrong conclusions from my Edwin video during the Olivia thing that was discussed. The intent behind their inclusion was to point out he has engaged in a weird pattern behavior. Oh yeah, the pattern behavior stuff. Like, you spent so long trying to show pattern behavior with like Mina and something, or something like that. When like, you know, and then like, blah blah blah. You're like it's like a lot quicker and like to the point you have to address it. You know, so it's like.
So if I addressed it, then
was,
the intention obviously wasn't to paint you as a human trafficker or something, right?
But my critique is like, you know, that's what you probably should watch because it's like it's not as fair as you think it is. It's not as like clean.
But the thing is, you're mad that I said it. You're not mad that I said it, explained my point thoroughly, and then clarified publicly on Twitter when I was afraid that people could potentially get the wrong opinion.
Because it's a stupid point too. Because Mina's never a fucking like a rescued girl. Like I wasn't even doing commentary videos or. I
don't want to talk too much about Mina because I said we would. I said we would keep a lot of that out. But again, my point was. Right, and I think I could. Do you want me to read it or do you want me to explain it?
I just don't see the pattern of behavior because it's like it's different circumstances. Like Mina's not someone that came.
I mean, it's funny. It's a pattern of behavior. Mina was somebody who you said was sex trafficked by Seer. Boom, you're dating her. All right, Olivia comes at you with some Mama Mac shit. Right, you're like, I might help you with this video, and then all of a sudden you're like, actually, you know what? Fuck it. The fucking streams come down, the cock comes out, all right? Then it's like, all right, but he's not doing anything while he's working with her. And then you start dating Babs who accuse you of sexual assault. There's a pattern there, Edwin.
oh, Babs? You can't add Babs.
I mean, you kind of can.
Okay, all right. We have to keep the Babs talk off. She already thinks they're rolling over on her. I'm not trying to...
That's 3. That's enough to win in fucking Vegas. I just got a slot machine. That's my 7s, bro.
Your pattern of behavior was like he dates people he does videos on, as you know, perpetuating this idea that like.
Yeah, but then I said I don't know how many. I don't know how many people Edwin's dated. It just happens to be the only people I know he's dated in the last 2 years.
This is an eye roll for me, obviously. But you can but like you know, a lot of people start taking shots at me for like because the kinds of content that I do on my main channel.
Do you think I'm the only one peddling this? Do you think I'm the like I mean, you even mentioned in that thing, you're like, Bowblax's video. What did he say in his video about Olivia?
That I'm dangerous and shouldn't be worked with,
Okay, so, I mean, like, how many views does he get?
Maybe. Huh?
How many views does his have?
I think he had like 7, I don't know, he had more than you when we had that call.
Oh, so I'm not even the biggest guy that said it, but I am the best guy that said it.
Okay, anyways. I'm kind of showing you where I'm coming from as far as like why like bothered me. Obviously, I'm not
and I understand if it bothered you, and listen, I don't think that you're fucking, like, grooming people. That's why I said it the way that I said it. I said, I guess I don't know that much about Edwin's former partners. I don't think Edwin's predatory. I'm not going to even say that he does this on purpose or whatever. It's probably just, like, these are the girls that he became friends with. He befriends them and stuff, and then it just goes on from there. I don't know how many girls Edwin's talking to these days, but I obviously... mean a lot, or probably in the business of what he's doing. So I'm not sure if he's like consciously doing this, but I mean, I'm not sure if it's conscious, but I mean, it's not. I'm not sure it's conscious, but I gotta go meet the newest victim and bang the fuck out of them. I mean, it's just kind of weird. Sorry, it was transcribed weird because of YouTube. I just pulled it out.
Yeah, no, but I'm not sure it's conscious that again, like. Find a victim to bang them, like that's like whoa, why are the alternatives so extreme? But whatever, like it's just
well, it turns out with Olivia, I guess they were coming to you. Literally.
Anyways, Olivia, you watching? You still want to call in? Hey, Olivia.
By the way, chat, I'm gonna fucking leak this. Do you know that Olivia was supposed to be on that first live stream and ghosted? That's why I knew Edwin wouldn't ghost me.
I think that was. Wait, did you think I was gonna ghost you?
No, chat did, but they didn't know that we were talking for.
They don't know that I'm getting rid of Salvo so I can rejoin the commentary.
Yeah, dude, you're icing Salvo. Salvo's been executed in the streets. In Minecraft, of course, because we are on Twitch.tv.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Okay, keep going with your points, and then I want to get to some of mine.
Well, if you want to trade off, like I'll look see if I have something else, but you can say
sure.
Something.
One of the things I didn't even fucking write down, I didn't get a single comment about it till I started the stream, and I said I wasn't going to use stream questions, and I'm still not going to for the most part. Is they don't understand. Well, they're more mad. You don't understand about it, but I guess do you kind of view the way you covered Salvo's cheating as regrettable?
I didn't cover it. That's the thing.
You went on New Year's and you covered it.
Well, I guess I avoided covering it, right?
No,
like
you actively covered it.
Okay, then I guess I covered it poorly because I'm seeing it as if I didn't cover, right? So I was like,
well, you went on there. You're like, oh no, Salvo, I'm so surprised he cheated on his wife. He's got a loving relationship with her.
I said they seemed like I went back and I looked, and my transcript says I said, they seem to have a decent relationship. That's what I said.
You met her and all this stuff. I mean,
I did meet her.
But my point is, right? You don't have to say what happened, but like, he fucked your girlfriend. You knew.
How do you know he cheated?
Because he fucked your girlfriend.
But how do you know his relationship? How do you, like, what if that was the thing that?
Because she divorced him.
Like, did they? I don't know that. But she never said that. It could be for other shit. I thought like the texting people was more sketchy. Like, if anything, it's like, whoa, that's extreme, right? Because people can usually get back, like, stay together or whatever from like, even if it was cheating, right? People can get back together from like a singular relationship. But if there's like a long list of people you sexting, it's like, oh shit, there's no fucking. Oh right, not the right answer. Yeah, my coverage of Salvo sucked. No, obviously like the live stream sucked, but like.
I mean, yeah, it was that New Year's stream was pretty bad.
But like, look, okay, I guess those are like the like I don't disagree. I don't contest it that obviously the stream was. I just wasn't prepared for that, and
if you could do it again, what would you change?
I guess I probably would have spent a lot less time on Salvo than I did, and like just shorter stream, because when I'm drinking like that and like, you know. Like, it's, yeah, I mean, because it only got worse from there. Like, so.
I mean, I remember you were like burning pictures of him and shit, being like, "Oh no, Salvo's over." Like,
that was funny.
It was funny, but like in the context of everything we just said, it's like, yeah. I guess people look at that as you being like not genuine. And again, there was like a lot of not genuine moments that might not be your fault, because a lot of the content was kayfabe or whatever down the stretch of that year. But that's a situation where you're commenting on like something you were actively participating in. So people were like kind of upset that you took it in that direction.
Come on, the burning pictures was a literal tribute to when he burned pictures of Keemstar. And then they got back together, but it was a joke. So I guess it's not as. I guess when you haven't seen it or you're not thinking about it, I can see that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you got for me?
Right. So. Yeah. No. And also something that I remembered from when we called is like, besides your tone, I think like, because you were saying that I wasn't labeling you, I wasn't making judgments directly onto your person. It's like, so I guess you also like make these like comments and stuff out of details that you see, and I mean that's what you're proving, right? Is that like
I can't
what you
look
say,
inside
right?
your brain and ask you what you really think. It's
but
only
like,
what I
does
can
that describe
say.
how you view things?
Well, yeah,
Like,
I typically view situations. I take things into consideration. I looked at streams, clips, interactions we've had privately, publicly, and yeah, I came to conclusions.
Do you think that you antagonize to kind of squeeze the truth, though? Like, do you purposely do that, or is that just you?
I'm confused at the question.
Well, okay, because like you also would say like,
The truth
you know,
is
it's not
the truth, right?
Yeah. But like when you say like you didn't say anything, so it's suspicious, and like, you know, so you go harder and harder on me. Like, was that a factor because I didn't say anything, like in the first stream back, like that you wanted to kind of like.
I mean, look at
go in,
Tipster.
like...
He said plenty. I still go hard on him. I don't think that's fair. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking back, but yeah, I guess I don't really.
Do you think I like made you say something that you otherwise wouldn't have said? Like, I don't really.
No. I was just thinking back from like the stream, like I guess the tone thing. But you're right. The tone is there for everybody. You seem extra excited for that video. Okay, I remember being shocked watching. I was like, damn.
Because it was funny. You sucked for like 5 months, and then you got taken down. And again, if I was really a huge piece of shit, I would just be Babsing the whole fucking video up. And again, that's not what I did. I talked about the problems that were related to me, community, and what we're talking about today.
I was a lot. I don't think I sucked for that long, but you kind of you sucked in my perspective. You did the same shit.
Well, I sucked because I didn't want to go on all your streams anymore, and I just thought it was gay and didn't want to be around. And then you guys tried to fucking like push me into it because I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing ball. Oh well, yeah.
January, February, Nick. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I get what you mean there.
Yeah. Like it would look better if I sucked, right? You know, if I end up looking bad, then like it would be justified. Okay, never mind. Anyway, yeah, okay, go ahead, shoot me.
Look, if I got into a huge fucking drama in July, all right, let's say young Michael hit his mark, okay, the surprise hit, all right, and you thought it was funny, like fuck Nick DeOrio, that's hilarious. Could I be mad at you? No, I couldn't be mad at you. I mean, we've had interactions that made us mad at each other at different times, so. That's just how life is, I guess. I don't know.
True. but you did get mad at me. But anyways, okay, whatever. Yeah, let's just go to the next point though, because I mean, obviously, I get it.
So, do you want to talk briefly about Olivia? Because we kind of already talked about Olivia, but I can get to a few different points I want to hit.
Oh right. I don't know what's like any questions or something like.
So what would you say to people who I guess are critical of like the hypocrisy element to getting this involved with a fan? I think in the past you said you like cut it with like actually that's not really an Olivia question, that's more of a Babs question. But I don't know, in general I think Babs was like a fan of your content or something, right?
Babs?
Yeah, Babs was a fan of your content.
Yeah.
So I guess these are two unique situations. Olivia is someone who came to you, I guess, for help, and like the nature of your relationship changed, whereas Babs was like a fan of your content, and then you guys engaged, I guess, from there. Do you see either of those two situations, and you could answer one at a time, as kind of a breach of, I guess, something? And is this kind of where do you stand on the whole fan streamer relationship?
The fan, I think that's an easy no. Like I think people can date their fans if it's like, you know, consensual and legal, whatever. Like, you know, there's no boundaries like aside from that cross. Of course, if there's like a super fan and like there's like, I don't know, say you found history like that's public, that someone's been like, you know, a dream as like a super fan that's been known to be a fan or something like that. That might be weird, right?
Sure.
But like even still, like if she was like 25 and whatever, I don't know how old he is, but like, you know, I don't know.
You have the women are not retarded stance, right?
Yeah, hopefully. And like I also didn't get any sort of inclination that she was a super fan of any sort. Like we never talked about my content really. Like we talked about the current state of like what was happening at the time, you know. And like her first message was actually about like for me to go live after your live show at the Fireball thing. So like I didn't know what she had watched. I didn't talk to her about me. I didn't be like, hey, so you know, where did you start becoming a fan? Like that
no, but
weird,
you probably
right?
knew she came
so
from chat if you didn't meet her on a dating app and she's just hitting you up on your YouTube socials, right?
On my Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, but like through that.
Yeah, so I don't think that's like any sort of wrong, like automatically at least by default. And even with Olivia, I personally don't think that's like a default wrong either, because like it could happen. I'm sure it's happened in other situations. Like it almost just becomes more delicate and like weird, right? Like I think that like someone could date somebody that they're doing a story with. Personally, like it's just like obviously for me it just like muddied too much awkwardness, especially because we were friends and like we kind of stopped being friends in like November, and I got annoyed at her for like the way she was towards me for something, and then like I cut her off. And then something came up in December where like I don't know if it was something said about her or something and like, literally like a now recording chat, and I said something about her, like I think I said something rude because I was annoyed at something, and that's when she got even more resentful towards me, and then she went ahead and went to Bowblax and like was drunkenly saying, Edwin.
Yeah, one of the things you said about that is there was no sexting. And I think later you told me that it was like at most just a heart emoji liking a text message or something. But like you'd admit some sexual shit did happen there, right? Like now in hindsight, we're not talking about it on that stream. Like some, I guess not sexting, but probably more than that.
So the scenario like was we were on a live show. It was very high tension for me, right? I was like, what? And like, you know, sexting to me, okay, and I guess like the internet's like, oh well, playing word games or whatever. It's like to me, sexting includes like text messages or pictures or like, you know, talks like that. Like hence the Xting part, right? Like
well, you'd say sexting is like a Snapchat too, even though that disappears, right?
No, it's just like saying, oh, I mean, I guess so, but that was like the FaceTime call.
Well, you know? Yeah, because I mean, you got to look at me, bro. I was like, wait a minute. Edwin said no sexting occurred, and like, he beat off to her on FaceTime.
Another layer is because like, why did that need to be out at the time, especially, right? Because like Olivia hadn't said anything. Like I guess like it was told to Bowblax, or I don't know if you had talked to her at that point, but like that was still private, so I don't want.
Well, you didn't have to say I beat off to her on FaceTime, but you said, well, yeah, some sexual shit happened, Nick. That's a pretty. I feel like a lot of this drama could have been answered with a simple like, yeah, some shit went down, right? We don't have to
Definitely
like
not
talk
by
about
calling
like,
the-
and then Salvo started fucking her on the back. Okay, we didn't need all that, but like, yes, no.
I didn't expect like that whole call was obviously a mess, you know.
Yeah,
That's we got the
yeah.
epic woo.
Woo!
But
I think I got the soundbite. I can play it for you.
play it. Here.
Hold on. I gotta scroll because it's not one of my favorites,
I
unfortunately.
just okay. If you want to find it, that's good. Like I was obviously like very fucking like tense and like angry and like hit it with curveballs. So like yeah, I wasn't prepped to answer for everything falling at once, right?
Yeah.
Like because none of the stuff that was said from me in that Tommy C stream had been said by me before or by any other party. Like we were getting hit with questions, and it's like weird because like shouldn't we have a say in what like should be public if everything's consensual, right? And not just between the situation between me and Olivia, but also me and Salvo. Like I feel like it's like an awkward territory to like want to tiptoe because why? I just feel like why do people need to know that kind of shit?
Because I have a lot of questions about that. All right,
Yeah.
and I know everyone's burning to ask you a lot of questions about that. I want to go back to Olivia for one more second because I think there's one more thing I
Alright.
want to talk about there. So with Olivia, I guess let me walk you through this. Tell me if I'm wrong. So the nature of the conversation is normal. You're getting information. I think you did a few stream appearances with Olivia on them, right? I might have even called into one.
Yes, but I don't know if you call it
I
normal,
think
yeah.
Olivia's allegations against Max were related to sex while she was asleep and throwing shit. It was like a domestic dispute, I guess. And I guess you offered to engage with these girls, check into their stories, and start the coverage of it. And somewhere down the line, unbeknownst to you, the nature of the discussion turned a bit more sexual. And from there, you kind of cut the cord on the video. Is that true?
Right. Yeah.
Do-
I'm.
Do you think that's like a criticizable thing in and of itself?
Sure. I mean, why not? Like, you know, like, because it's like, especially when, you know, because you were in your original video, you put up like the whole like, I'm sure that sounds like it could be some sort of YouTube code of ethics, which like, you know, we're all like doing.
And
this
I
independently,
agree, and
so,
I think
like,
you made a decision that would be better than other decision. But wouldn't the code of ethics be like, all right, fine, I'll help you with your abuse, and not do the sexy time?
Well, okay, like, see, it's like, she was spam calling me, and like, you know, and it kind of transitioned.
Did you shut it
into,
down
like,
after
all
the sex, like after the call, I guess, or were you done?
Yes,
with it?
like there's no more of that anymore. Like that I don't know if I showed you the messages that she said.
I don't want to
like,
see the messages, bro. Okay, I'm not looking.
No, the ones where she said you're being different since yesterday. Did I do like whatever, you know, where she like felt like weird because like she was.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't want to even expose like, but you know, it's like. I was also kind of bothered by the way it feels like it came out to people like I was some sort of like chat roulette, but like, and maybe it's just I don't care to say, but like, I didn't do it out of voluntariness. I mean I gave in, but that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I mean, oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I was checking something. So wait, you didn't voluntarily. What do you mean by that?
Like I didn't say, hey, we should do this, or like, hey, you want to.
It was all happening really fast, and you're like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, you know, she starts taking off her clothes and, you know, all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, whoa, hey, put that in. And then she's like, come on. Like, you know, it's just, you know, it's just, I'm just so gay that I gave in, and but I rejected at first because I'm gay, of course. So, you know, both of these stories included a woman trying to get me to do something I didn't want to do. But, you know.
Okay, well that brings me to my next line of questioning. I'm gonna read these. These are all like really interesting comments from some of your biggest fans. All right.
Oh yeah, I bet.
All right. These are. Don't stop me because I have a lot of them, and they're all the same topic. Ready?
Okay.
Ask him why he went so hard on the gay stuff when he openly said more than once that he's not straight. Why is he gay and desperately trying to convince everyone he isn't? Is he gay? I don't think he brought it up in his response. Ask him why Rebzilla said he thinks that he choked on cock and why it wasn't addressed in the video. Is he gay? And why must he continue the defensive, non-gay Mexican act? It's been a stereotype on their race for a ton of time, and progress has been made towards being more accepting and inclusive. So, Edwin, I'm interested to know about what your thoughts are to the gay allegations.
the last one was like shaming me for looking gay and not playing to like, not actually being gay because I'm Mexican. Like Mexicans shouldn't look like me unless they're actually gonna be gay. What? I'm so okay. That was a lot to take in. The last one definitely threw me off. Okay.
Listen, there's a lot of people who want to know about the gay stuff. Did you suck any cocks?
I definitely explained it in like the video though. I said it was like I wasn't like, imagine I'm answering to something that was repeated so many times, right? Like they repeated it so many times and now everybody's obsessed with my sexuality and like trying to like diagnose me as gay. Like I've never ever said that I'm gay or whatever. I've said that like I don't identify with straight or whatever, but like it's
Would you
I've
say
never...
you're non-binary?
That's you, bro.
I ride in that grift for a while. I'm wondering, are you non-binary?
Dude,
there's a lot of bisexual streamers out there who will never fuck a guy. Are you one of those people?
I don't think I'll ever die.
Will you ever die?
Oh, wait, what did you say actually?
Tonight we will never die.
I thought you said there's a lot of that will never...
I said there's a lot of bisexual streamers, mostly in the leftosphere, who are bisexual, but you've never caught them with a man once. It's always women.
Oh.
So I was wondering if you were one of those bisexual men, I guess.
I could find out once I actually try cock, you know. Sabo and I still gotta live that up, you know, to actually satisfy people's fantasies.
On the vacation, right?
Yeah, we gotta go to yeah, we gotta, we already did, yeah. We already...
So not gay,
but like,
specifically asking, can you tell me what the gayest thing that happened in the threesome was?
Bro, are you serious?
I gotta know. There's 3 allegations here, bro. Did you fuck, did you suck, or did you grab? Which is the one?
I guess if you need to say the gayest, right? Like, I don't know we're talking about that, but like, okay, it was a moment where, you know, I'm making out with her, and all of a sudden I'm like, I think he's fucking her. If, I don't know. If we're gonna say like what's gay, right? Like, I was like, whoa, I think like, you know, because you know, she's facing me, and like all of a sudden, anyway, this is weird.
This is the only time anyone's been fucking honest about how these things have gone down verbally. So I mean, I appreciate you explaining it to chat. Listen, I told you this, Edwin. I told you before we did the stream. Nice, mean, fucking whatever. All right. You came into this being accused of coercion, okay? So, would you like to be a giga rapist or gay?
Oh, giga gay. Yeah, I'm giga gay, dude.
That's it. I'm sorry. That's your prize, okay?
That's my plea deal.
All right? The giga rapist stuff is over. It's giga gay time, all right? That's where you're at.
You're right. Yeah. But, like, I did say in the video that, like, it wasn't about proving I'm not gay. Like, if people pay attention, I said it several times. It's to represent how there's a depiction of me and Sabo doing something based on a lie. Like, it's like, why lie about that?
Now, this is something I pose this question to everyone. This is not a leading question. I don't know the answer. So, why does Repzilla think you did something gay?
Yeah, I've never heard him say that. That's weird.
There's like a stream clip that's gone around. But why does Keemstar think you did something gay?
He's been saying that since November.
But why does Brantley think you've done something gay?
They must believe Babs.
Does Keemstar and Brantley talk to Repzilla?
I don't think so.
So how does everyone have this story? I mean, I don't know if they're...
I
don't think they're colluding. So how did we get here?
The person that told them all this, that whole gay conspiracy. Who spread that?
That very well might be the case. It might be, or something gay happened, but
they're not the only people that she's talked to that are all repeating that. So, you know, there's only one weakest link there, or common denominator.
That's one question I wanted to ask, because there's a lot of these parts of this story, and this is me kind of going off on a tangent a little bit. And we've talked about this. There's a weird narrative spin on a lot of stuff. So, for example, right, just off the top of my head, I know Keemstar has talked to me. And you can ask Matt Pitt, you can ask Tommy C, you can ask Augie, you can ask a bunch of people. Keemstar has talked to me about this traffic stop, right? So there was supposedly a traffic stop during the situation. This is the what's it called?
The car ride?
The car ride,
right?
Where the coercion was supposedly taking place before, after, during, somewhere in this realm. I believe it was on the timeline, it was at least after or during, right? And supposedly, like, Babs and Salvo were, like, Keem and Brantley had told me that Babs and Salvo were flirting at this truck stop or this gas station or something like that, right? And it was making you jealous, right?
Okay.
Now, have you heard any similar stories from other people that have gone on stream and talked about it?
No, is that public?
Well, I'd heard a story from Salvo. Did you hear the Salvo stream?
Well, yeah, obviously, like, I know, I thought it was, like, a car wash, right? I think we stopped at a car wash because I needed to go to the bathroom. And then when I went to the bathroom, and I got back, like, she seemed to be, like, leaning over. I don't know what they're saying. I just came in, like, yo, what's going on? Like, that's it kind of thing. But that doesn't mean I'm jealous. What?
I'm just saying,
confused,
though, if
like,
that's not accurate in any such way, how is Keemstar, Brantley, and Salvo all on the same point about a subject? Within, like, a degree of separation. It's just, like, there's no... Like, these people aren't colluding. There's no discussion between them. I think that's why some of this is so hard to follow. A lot of people have, like, interesting opinions. And I know they're not talking to each other, so I don't know where the similarities come from.
What defined the jealousy? Like, maybe confused that they were, like, you know, like, talking closely to each other? Like,
well, maybe after the following night, Edwin, after you ungraciously denied sexual acts or whatever, maybe that was, like, the thing that happened between them made you jealous. Were you jealous?
I was not jealous. She was jealous that she kept saying, if you watch the stream that I did with her that weekend, she said, gosh, it seems like you want Salvo more than me. Like, you know, that's on live. She kept saying that. Like, I was like, okay, I know. And, like, I had to tell her, like, okay, I promise I won't mention his name, like, right? In that stream. And after that, like, I didn't mention it because, like, she was really bothered by me saying anything about Salvo.
Yeah.
Like, and she has actually said on streams that, like, you want to F him, blah, blah, blah. And, like, you were too busy paying attention to his dick. And, like, all this is, like, what? Like she expresses this a lot.
Yeah. So I guess that's kind of enough for that.
She called him, like, my boyfriend and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's where the source is, right there.
So I guess one thing that I got a ton of questions about, and people are pretty pissed about this one, so this might be an interesting one to hear from you, and I don't think anyone's heard anything out of your camp from this happening. So what's the deal with your co-host?
What co-host? I don't got a co-host.
I mean, you did tell me she's not your co-host. That's how they know her, I guess. So I guess things didn't go well in the first Dove stream, so you fired her?
Fired, right? It's
I hate her, so I wanted to make sure it's a point to fire her. All
okay, right. I will say it's like a bad cringe joke, right? To, like, have another Australian, I thought it'd be funny kind of thing. Like, I thought it was funny at my own expense, of course, right? And then, like, by the next show, she was in the show as well for, like, half of it, and then the other half I had, like, Boohoo Big Oops. So, like, I was kind of, like, feeling out, like, right? And I didn't even get to do, like, a full run to see if she would fit or anything.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah.
How did you think she did that night?
I think she did okay. I don't.
Not good enough to come back, did she?
Well. What the fuck, these faces, bro? Oh my god, I'm so glad you got a
camera. Alright, that's not why we're talking about this. We're asking it because she apparently doxed somebody. What are your thoughts on that whole situation? Kind of what's your...
Like, I think that's, like, such, like, all of that happened, like, all this, like weird server and Spurg drama that was going on, like, I don't want to comment on that. I think it's stupid. Like everything that happened, like, it's not on my watch. It's, like, to associate or act like I should comment on something. It's like, yeah, okay, she was on my show for a one show, right? And, like, obviously we were close at one point, and, like, it's, I don't know, like, it's stupid. It's because that's like seeking, you know, something to get some sort of gotcha, in my opinion. And, like, I don't think there's any necessary. I mean, unless you think that I need to comment or what kind of thing, like, what am I supposed to say to that,
the
right?
comment people are probably asking, I'm not even reading chat, but I'm assuming, is that a past relationship? Is this a present relationship? Like, what's the deal moving forward with Edwin
as of now, we're, like, not on good terms. But, like, obviously, I'm a forgiving guy. I'm talking to you. But, like, I don't know. We're, like, it just, you know, we didn't end up riffing, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to say, like, too negative things because, like, she was always chill to me in the beginning and stuff, and very supportive, and I'm very grateful because, you know, the beginning of the year was very hard for me, and, like, she and other people were very kind and supportive, and I don't know. I think, like, with her, it's like a lot of things kind of spiraled and got a little bit. She never liked when I said. I feel like she got a little discordant, a little bit too in the mix, you know. But, like, I never, like, meant to offend her or anything. I just feel like, yeah, she got into a little zone that I was just not. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to finish this video, please. I can't deal with this, you know. So, like, yeah.
All right. So I'll cross that one off. A lot of people are asking if there's a path to amnesty. I believe you banned a lot of your chat. And I know there's probably a lot of crossover with our audiences. Is there ever any hope that people can chat over there again? Listen, I'm not shaming anybody for blocking anybody, but
Oh yeah, no, I did unban a few, but like it's hard to obviously memorize everybody's name. So
Do you have
I
an
guess,
email?
I don't know
I
what
do an
the-
email.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, I don't know if I should do the whole like email. Send an email if you guys want to get unbanned or whatever. Yeah, or at reply. I'll actually look at my replies because I haven't really used Twitter. So just here, I'll make a tweet. Yeah, I'll make a tweet right now and at reply to the tweet. Hopefully you have Twitter, and I'll unban. But like, you know, also people that like are intentionally trying to like make a mess. Like,
What about the tomato
I'll have, like,
throwers? They're just humble tomato farmers, you know?
oh, yeah, obviously that was like a lot of tomatoes, and I don't know. I wasn't banning people personally, so don't take it personally.
You said mods,
It's like
clean
at
it
the
up.
beginning of the
You said clean it up.
Okay, but at the beginning of the year, like it was really cringe. Like, you know, people screenshotting shit from the server, and like,
Yes.
it's like
There were a lot of leaks, all right? Not all of them were accurate, but there were a lot.
Right.
You had a leaky ship that you ran.
for sure.
And
but,
by the
like,
way,
people-
you didn't fucking give me a fair shake on that one. That guy who fucking said that you were making a video on me, he showed me notes, bro. Notes that you took on the videos.
Okay, yeah, but that was like a lot of lore.
Okay,
right?
but
so, yeah,
you're acting like I just believed this out of fucking nowhere. He gave me he showed me your screen that had a
Well-
like point by point of everything I fucking said.
the reason why I didn't give you leeway is because I had told you in the call that I was like, dude, no. And like you kept coming back to, whoa, if I didn't, blah, blah. But like,
Because I didn't believe
yeah,
you,
the
but I
notes-
believed you by the end of it. That's why I changed my mind.
I basically just like took like, you know, notes of what things would be said and like to highlight things that I could. Like it was like a wave.
Yeah.
At first I thought, well, what if I do address? But main channel never, ever, ever. You know, because that would imply that. Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense. Like even Keemstar or whatever, it's not worth it.
I got a question from Babs.
Oh, okay. I have a question
Yeah, sure.
for you.
You can
and
go
I guess we
first, then I'll get into the
Babs.
Babs question.
Because you know, amidst all this, I think it was actually that stream that I was playing from, and even in Augie's, the one where Keem and Homegirl called in, you said something like, hey, you know, this whole time I could actually dig Edwin out of this, but should we watch him drown? Should we?
Yes.
You know, you kind of said that like you could from the very beginning, and I obviously, you know, you've told me that like, well, I want to watch you swim, and you swim out of yourself.
Yep.
Good job. But like, if you know, obviously that was all the way back in like late February, early March, and my video, I mean, I took forever. Not that I'm like saying you should have, but like it's kind of weird to say it out loud, I guess.
I told my chat this. I told Augie stream this. I told you this privately. I don't have any shame in this, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't ever think it's my job to help somebody. I'm not an empath. Is that what an empath is? I do things sometimes because I feel like I need to. Oh, Ed? Did he just... Edwin? Edwin? Wait, Edwin? Edwin! Hello.
Am I?
Yeah, you're back. I don't know what happened, buddy.
My dude.
Discord
somehow
sucks.
I only
It's bad
have
Discord.
like 2 gigabytes on my thing, so my computer just crapped out when I went to Twitter to post it. If you want to get unblocked and shit. So yeah. Sorry.
All right,
I don't
I'm gonna be
know
honest
where
with
we
you.
started.
I want to fucking put this right out in the open. I don't want it to be misconstrued by anybody. I don't think I'm required to fucking help anybody. I think that you sucked for the variety of streams that occurred in late 2022. 22, yeah. And I thought it was fucking funny to watch everything fall. I thought the New Year's stream was funny. I thought the fucking back and forths we had on Tommy's stream were funny. I thought the whole thing was fucking hilarious. And if you were in my position, I think you would have thought the same. Now, that doesn't mean I want you to be branded as a fucking, like, sexual assaulter. And that's what I said in my video. But it's not my job to dig you out of that hole when at the time I didn't feel like you deserved my help.
Yeah, but you know, like the severity, you knew the severity of the implication, so it's kind of like, I guess it feels weird, right? Because it's funny you say that, because literally, so the last thing I said to Repzilla, right? Okay, and let me read it to you, because and I guess this is where we differ, right? Because I feel like personally, I don't care who it is when I like know this kind of shit, right? I told him, like, because the day or after, or I think it was the day after that whole Xylie stream went down, I was talking to Repzilla, and oh my god, we should have had him here mediate us.
I don't think Repzilla's talking to fucking anybody at all. Everyone's trying to track that guy down. He's like the most wanted.
Damn.
He doesn't want to talk to you. He doesn't want to talk to me. He doesn't want to talk to them. He doesn't want to talk to anybody.
Right.
He's fucking, I don't know, bro. He's off the grid.
Yeah, and so that's what I want to kind of mention, right? Because I think it's weird that like in one of your tweets you said that like Repzilla said this, and like somebody in my intro I even said how somebody said, well, Repzilla said it, so therefore it's true. It's like people believe what Repzilla says over my own word, like, right? Like,
but your word wasn't really out there. You hadn't really said
no,
much.
But even present day.
Present day,
Even
I mean, if anyone's believing Repzilla, I mean, like, listen, I don't want to do your fucking chat. I don't want to say any slurs, all right? But, like, there is a very specific archetype of person who believes Repzilla in any aspect of this story in, check this, 9/4/23, and they're probably around the same mental capacity as, like, Ashers, you know? You get what I'm putting down? They're Jessica Pizzling out. You understand what I'm saying there? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, I just want to call it that. Like in the intro, I called out this guy that was my community post saying like, "Oh, whatever happened," and then this other dude like that calls himself Stan Marsh, like a little South Park cartoon, was like, "Oh, Edwin's lying about this too." I'm like, bro, what? Like, you guys will believe Repzilla? But yeah, okay, archetype, y'all heard it. Right. So the last thing that I said to Repzilla, because basically to get back to the story, right?
Yeah.
The day that the thing with Xylie happened, because that Xylie stream, Repzilla called in and she was basically like, "So what do you call it, Repzilla? You're the expert. You're the expert." And there's a point where Repzilla like gave in. You know, he essentially like, "Okay, well, I think it sounds like abuse." And he like texted me like, "I think I did really good." I'm like, I mean, all right. I'm not kidding, dog. But I can say text. But I put consider. Basically, after that, he called me, and it was a really short call.
Can we get a tipster round of applause for that one?
Oh my god.
Very smart man, Repzilla is, yes. He's one of the biggest intellectuals coming out of this community. Yo, why was he not on Kick or Keep today, is my question. Holy shit.
He's not trying to be part of commentary now? I don't know.
Yeah, not since I fucking scared him off.
So you scared him off, right? Because that's the thing. Basically...
I Heisenberged him.
He really annoyed me because he called me for like 6 minutes a day after that Xylie stream, and like he was basically saying that, yeah, man, some like new information, and I just, you know, I can't be your friend right now, like, you know, best of luck kind of shit, something like that, or like kind of made it seem like he was gonna put our friendship on pause, and I was like, what? I'm like, so what did you hear? What changed, right? Because like you've known it, whatever, and he just wouldn't say. He's like, can't say. I'm like, oh my god. Xylie again? Right? That's kind of what I thought. Like, what? Are you serious? And like, so my text that I sent him, I said, I was reflecting on what you said to me yesterday, and my initial takeaway was that you were putting our friendship on pause due to new information. Considering you know my entire side and feel this way, I'm now realizing you're essentially cutting off the entire friendship, which is your choice. However, I will not be coming back to it once I go fully public if you come to realize that I've always told the truth, should the public sentiment shift in my favor. I will retain that I greatly appreciate your initial due diligence, and should anything like this ever occur to you...
Bro, you forgive Dove, but not Repzilla? What the fuck, Mr. Forgiving Empath? Oh. Holy shit!
What?
I'm just being a dick.
This one's a little bit more serious. Like, to me, like, what? He just, like, told me that he learned something new, but he couldn't tell me what it was, so we can't be friends.
He's being a dick. I get it.
But I did tell him, like, you know, like, I would offer my help should you choose to seek it, because isn't that something I would wish upon anybody else, friend or not, right? And like, I don't know, like, I just think it's so cringe that like he like ended our friendship over this. Like, I mean, he got really involved with Babs. Like he would comment on her Instagram pictures and reply and stuff. Like, I'm just saying, keep an eye out for a new allegation right there. Like, bro, like, and it's gonna look so fucking stupid. But you know what? If he wants to help, maybe I'll help him, right? But like, it's just so weird, dude. Like, I get that I look stupid with the whole Olivia thing, right? Especially considering that like she was made a series.
Bro, it sounds like too many.
Like, what's happening
man,
here?
that guy was like a whole pedophile. He's exposing me. That's like, wait, what? What are you talking about with Repzilla?
Because like with like, you know, like I went with someone, like I flirted with somebody that was involved in a story that I was gonna be covering. Well, he wasn't covering for his channel per se, right? But like knowing everything that he like learned like through me and her, and like he ended up actually, I mean, he didn't cover it on his own channel, but he went on Xylie's show.
No,
and
he was involved
it.
with the victim, and he was discussing the situation.
Yeah, and like it just seems a little bit inappropriate to involve himself that much if we're gonna get to that point, right? So yeah, I just think it's like, it was a really cringe way. Like, it's just like, oh, man, I hate that people can't like just straight up say like, I don't know, you know, like we talked about shit, and
Sure.
if something else bothered him or whatever, then just fucking talk about it. Like, it's so weird.
All right.
weird.
So what is your definition of a threesome? That's something a lot of people wanted like a firm understanding on. Take yourself out of the Bab situation. Take yourself out of that night. Take yourself away from Salvo. When you're thinking of a threesome, what do you think a threesome has to be?
I thought it was like 3 people doing like anything sexual, like even me. I mean, maybe a little bit more than making out, but like I didn't have that restriction. It's more so when I would tell people, like, you know, in real life or even internet people write about the situation, whatever. Like everybody would correct me and say, "That's not a threesome because you didn't like, you know, do it." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll just call it a group 3-way group activity." So to me, I thought it was, but like people kept correcting me, so I just like, okay, this is why I'm calling it that because technically it's not what people say. So it's more like, I guess, like. So it wouldn't become a top comment saying that that's not a threesome, but I guess if it is a threesome, I don't know what that is.
So let me get you Babs' question. Sorry.
Okay.
Ask him which day they were excessively asking me for consent, and then also she made sure to tell us a happy Labor Day, and she's glad we're thinking of her.
I'm not thinking about her, dude.
Well, we did make the stream on Labor Day because she does love
Yeah, that was
holidays.
because you were gonna play. You told me. First of all, you pushed it, and you even said that like
that was the only day I would
Destiny
do
2.
it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not Edwin.
Yeah,
I was
like,
not.
that was not my
I was
deal.
not fucking streaming this unless it was on a holiday. That's why the Christmas ornaments are in the background of the fireplace.
Okay. See that's an extra layer, right?
Yeah.
But like, yeah. I mean, also, I mean, unless I was just completely not paying attention, I don't remember her ever telling me that she has this like obsession or like really a passionate love for holidays. So like, it's not like.
All right, we don't have to
understand,
talk
like-
about holidays. It's just a funny moment. It's fine.
But like, also, there was never any like excessive asking for consent, like she quotes it. Like,
I
that's
thought
not
you said there
what we
was.
ever said, huh?
Okay, so forgive me.
No.
I was under the assumption that you were asking excessive consent in terms of like, are you good? Yes. Are you good?
No,
yes. Are you good
We
still?
said the consent is excessive in the sense of like checking in, but it's not. Are you good? Repeating the same thing, you know? It's like,
Is this
does that
okay
feel
for
good?
you?
So-
Are you good with
Yeah.
this? Yeah.
Right. That's more like it, and it's also for like the when the foot massage thing was happening. So like, like Salvo like asked like, oh, nice tattoo, can I see it? And she's like, yeah, and she pulls a sock, and then he says, or whatever, that kind of thing. He's like, oh wow, I really like it, but like, and there's like checking to see that like she doesn't mind the situation or enjoyed like the foot rubbing and stuff, which is like so degenerate, by the way. So I don't know.
So this is, I guess, kind of the question. This consent thing is this consent thing. Guys, listen, there's this new thing called consent, and it's a big fucking deal, all right? And you got to make sure you understand it. So I want to make sure I understand consent. Xanderhall says I don't even know what it is, all right? So I'm going to ask you, Edwin, you're my consent teacher, all right? Tell me about consent, all right? This is your big allegation. There's a car ride, some shit's going down, right? Do you notice these signs that she's claiming she's given off? Is she hiding under her hoodie? Is she telling you, no, I don't want to do any of this stuff? Or is she like where would you describe her as an active participant? What would you say happened?
There was a point where like I was sitting in the back with her, and like we stopped like a gas station or something. It was not that same instance that you were saying though earlier.
Sure. Yeah.
But like or maybe it was when we got KFC. But basically, I moved to the front seat. I think it was when we got KFC. I went to the front seat because she was hungover and like kind of like she was basically like wanting to lay down. So I thought she could benefit from laying down, and then she put her shirt over her head. So that's what I thought was the result of, because like throughout the car ride we were talking playfully and flirty like we did, throughout the past day or two.
Sure.
Like it wasn't anything like.
You didn't get like this aura that she was like pissed at you the whole way there or something.
No, because even like when she said like if anything, even after that car ride, like we both were like, well, that was a little weird, like with Sabo whipping it out, like we both like kind of like agreed on that, like right, like but like it was still like something that he said. Oh, so you guys mind? I'm like, what?
And I'm going to stress, I don't think
sure,
this should be taken as gospel as it's being viewed, because this is the most contentious point of the situation, and I think there's conclusions that you have to come to yourself. But, I mean, this is Edwin's perspective on this matter. Sorry, I want to just dot my I's, cross my T's, because a lot of people are watching tonight.
Right.
But
yeah, I mean, like, if like, and because I don't even know exactly what point or what part, like, right? Because It's just that she was uncomfortable. So like, was it something that I did, right? Because I personally assumed that she would have been uncomfortable at the, I guess subjectively zoom out the most uncomfortable part of it. Maybe Salvo whipping out, all right? Because, or the foot massage. Like,
I don't think
it
anyone
just doesn't make sense.
contests that part. So Salvo did pull his cock out and start like touching it while he was driving, right?
But
did he put his knee on the wheel? Is that true?
I didn't look too much. Like,
well, I heard you were looking quite a bit, like specifically, like.
Okay, well, yes, I'm sure, like, you know, it escalates. Like, I think I looked like twice, like, what? But like, I not like, yes, I know that.
Well, you looked enough to know that it wasn't hard, I guess. You said that on Tommy's show.
Yeah, right. Okay, yes.
But
I knew it was. God,
but my point is, like I'm saying,
thing.
but so there was a situation where she was like in, I guess, immediate danger. One, admittedly out of your control, where a guy's like grabbing his cock while he's fucking.
Yeah, like. I think if you think of the situation, like if you zoom out, like maybe that's what I would guess. Like she was uncomfortable at, right? So like, you know, I guess like you know, because it's not very specific. Because I know that I didn't do anything like out of turn as far as anything, right? Like I asked, oh, you want me to massage your other foot? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, cool. She likes it, you know, blah blah blah. But like, as far as like, you know, I guess like I could say that, hey, next time I should have. But it's not clear.
No,
you know?
I was talking to this about everybody. What are you supposed to do? Be like, Salvo, it appears your trousers are down. Let me just get those for you.
Well, but
then you probably would have grabbed his dick. Like, then you would have grabbed his dick.
He asked to whip it out, and we both said like, sure. And then like at that point, we were kind of just like didn't say anything.
I didn't know that. Like, this was a request. I was under the assumption that she looked up and she's like, "What's going on?" And Salvo's
no,
flailing it around. Like
no, it wasn't like that. No, yeah, he like asked, and like we both individually said, okay, sure, you know, like it was like awkward, but like it was almost like, is he gonna do it, right? Because like he's definitely a boundary pusher, and like it was just really random, and I was like, I was like didn't know what to think of it, like okay, like I thought it was funny.
Some streamers, fucking people do this, I guess like at conventions or something. I've heard. I have no idea about that part.
But also, how could I be jealous if she's also trying to depict me as like I was like into it or whatever, right? Because like, she said I kept looking at it, or was she saying I looked at it? Then never mind, it's so confusing.
Well, I guess that's kind of new info. I didn't think we were gonna get any new info tonight. I thought after a year's worth of coverage, we'd have everything fucking down. Lightning round of stupid shit. Do you like wooden horses, foot fetishes, or cuckolding?
Is this like a one or nothing?
Does any of it get you off? I mean, like you like? Does it turn you on? You thinking like, oh god, I do love those feet, or like?
No, I don't. No, it's not something that's repeated. It's too degenerate for me, you know. I came to realize that it was degen.
Well, why lick the toes though?
I don't even remember. Okay, I definitely didn't lick the toes. I might have given like a kiss, but like.
You definitely did or didn't? I don't think it came through well.
I think Salvo may have sucked on a toe. I don't know, but like, I know I didn't. Salvo, did you suck on a toe? Would you lick it? 'Cause I might have kissed it, but like I said.
Wait, he's in the corner. I'm kidding. No, I'm just fucking with you, chat.
Oh, he did type, can I be added? But you know, I know. Like,
no.
Might be too big drill.
So I guess there's like, did you think at any point when you guys were doing the toe sucking shit that there was like any push? Did you think at any point she wasn't enjoying it?
No.
Would you have stopped if you thought she wasn't enjoying it?
Yeah. Like you know, she's even said that she never said like to stop or express any actual like emotion. Just expect us to. She said like when she called to Salvo, she said, "What do you think it means?" It's like universal language when you have someone like a shirt over your head, but like she had her shirt over her head before like that even occurred. Or I don't even know what exactly.
Well, I think she said on record that she liked the foot stuff. So.
Yeah, and of course she said she liked the foot stuff. So obviously it's not the foot stuff that bothered her. Like, she said it in private record, right? She never said that publicly. But also,
I mean,
even after the whole Salvo whipping it out incident, like Salvo was discussing like another threesome kind of thing, and she was down for it. Like, and he was saying like, well, yeah, next time we can get like a hotel. And I was like, what? No, like it was like, you know, it's an interesting experience because it was spontaneous kind of thing. But like, I feel like it's weird to plan that. So like, we both said no to that. And like, Salvo was like suggesting like pulling over, and like we both like gave a hard no. What the fuck? Like those are the only things that like were ever like kind of pushed back on, and like they were respected. Like Salvo was like, okay, I'm pulling over, you know. So like, the one thing that he like asked, like, should we do this again right now, kind of thing. We both said no, and like he kept driving. So like, if I think that's like checking the consent, and it was respected. She said no, and I said no, and that was like a hard, position to be in, like a hard stance. I mean.
All right. I think that's probably the Bab stuff. I didn't want to bring up a ton of Bab stuff, but she asked the question, so I can't omit her, or that kind of looks fucked up. I have like a few little tiny fucking things here, and then I have like probably our last big topic, unless you have something else. So I guess this is a stupid question, but I'll ask it anyway. Why is the first thing that comes to your mind, I gotta go poopies, instead of I'm gonna go use the restroom? Is that just how you talk?
It was like a break the ice kind of awkward moment, right? To like say, oh, I have to use the bathroom, like, like
I'm gonna go take a
kind of thing.
Tinkle-Winkle?
No, I don't say Twinkle Winkle.
Well, I mean, Keemstar says go sleepies, so.
Yeah, he says go sleep. When it's time to go sleepy.
Gonna go take up poopers. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's.
I don't know what else he says. Like, you hear stuff he says about Brantley recently? The Buffalo Files?
No, I don't.
Oh, Salvo says, stop answering for me, you suck at this. Look, hey, type me the whatever I got, from your perspective, if you want me to read it. But, like, unfortunately, or cover it later. But, I don't know. Sorry for answering poorly for you, Salvo.
I guess now this is the one that a lot of people are wondering. What are your thoughts on Aiko? Her coverage, her as a person? What do you think about her going through and looking through, like, a lot more of your older content? I saw one in particular. It was a funny video about, like, your sexual cabin or something. It was an interesting watch. But I'm just saying, like, do you think that there's anything to be afraid of? Are you a bit annoyed? What is your thoughts on Aiko?
Afraid of? It's annoying. Like, I wonder who actually, like, sits there and, like, wants to lose brain cells, right? Like, no matter how much you hate me, like, if you don't even realize that you step out of that live show, like, a little bit dumber, then it's kind of on you. Like, she just like, and the thing that you said in your live stream too was that he thought he talked to Aiko, because when I
I think you thought it would be an easy person to talk to, because you weren't gonna pick up the phone for me. At least with Aiko, you stood a chance because you didn't know how much she knew, or what she knew. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to make that tweet, by the way. Reply here with your YouTube name if you want the amnesty. Okay. Because I didn't even tweet the stream. But basically, like, yeah, like, so for me, it was weird to see people just like shift, their kind of stances and like cover everything in a negative way when we hadn't even spoken, right? And like, obviously, Aiko didn't cover anything commentary at that time. So like, I saw she was doing a stream on me, and like, it seemed kind of negative in tone, of course, right? Like, it's stupid. I shouldn't have called. Like, I should have picked it up better or watched more before calling in. But like, I noticed like I went to her server on Discord, like, hey, what happened to my call-in privileges? And then she started saying, you thought we had a phone conversation? You thought we had, and then you even kind of thought that she said, I'm like, dude, can you read? All I said, I was just kind of like trying to see, like, hey, if you want to talk about stuff, like, I just wasn't comfortable to be or ready to talk about that stuff that she's trying to bombard me with. So like, that's why it can be seen as an own, because she's trying to like get one up something when I just didn't expect it. Like,
with comfortability,
like,
I mean, this is what month is this happening? This is pretty early on, but not too early on. Do you have any like issues with how long it took to make this? Do you wish do you have any regrets with the video that you put out, even though it's been viewed pretty positively?
Do I have regrets on putting how long?
On like how you did it, just anything, the production. Yeah, a lot of it's probably related to time.
No. So, and also, like, just to close up that Aiko point, because, like, before that point, I'd only, like, elevated her and boosted her, and, like, she called to my channel plenty of times, and, like, I always said kind things, even though when the chat was, like, shitting on her, and, like, when Keemstar was yelling at her, telling her, shut up, bitch, like, I booted him and everything. So that's kind of why I was also, like, shocked, right? Like, she didn't bother talking to me in private either. And, like, I get, like, from your perspective, like, the way you see things, but, like, I didn't have that history with her where I ever did anything dirty to her. And she herself has, like, a bunch of dramas that she's gone with the Twitch poll. And when I first saw that, like, Chud Logic covering her, like, and, like, making her look terrible, like, I even brought up in my little Chud interview where I said, so what's up with the Aiko stuff? And,
Oh, so you looked into Aiko?
well, this was before, like when I did the chat interview, because I saw that he had done videos on her, and I kind of brought it up, but like I wasn't like, I didn't immediately turn on her just because there's videos making her look terrible, right? So it's like, I guess I kind of stupidly expected a little courtesy to like just totally switch, like to the point where now like it's like she's on a fucking rampage to go after Xylie apparently, and anyone that stands in her way. So woo, be careful. But yeah, so you were asking, now I forgot, but just want to close that up.
All right, yeah.
What did you say before?
So I guess, do you have any issues with, like, not issues, but do you have any regrets about, I guess, how long it took you, the video you made, or anything like that, even though it was probably received better than you could have guessed?
I can't say I have regrets. Like it's, I wanted to do it at my own pace because it was like hard to do, and it also was kind of annoying because there was, I think, maybe 1 or 2 extra appearances that happened like while I was already starting it. So I'm like, okay, now I have to like restructure. You know, like the big one being like the whole little Savo calling thing, and like little other details, right? And I mean, I wasn't gonna make it until the whole Xylie thing, because it was like annoying.
You weren't gonna respond at all until Xylie came out and said some shit on a stream and deleted it. You weren't inclined to make this video before that.
I mean, look, and we can play that part of our private call when we first talked, right? Like my attitude was kind of like she's the next thing that I feel like I'm close to making a decision, and you were like, well, she's making a pretty serious allegation, and you know, you said, well, you're either in denial or you don't like see it, right?
Babs,
and
right?
I think like, huh?
Babs, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I just want to clarify that because I didn't say it about Xylie.
Right, and like I think it was like annoying for me because it did weigh me down, and like I barely at that point I hadn't even spoken about her, but she kept like hopping and doing like little press tour. And like, you know, even from the very beginning, people were saying she's not an internet person, kind of like, you know, already playing cards, and I was very overwhelmed by like everybody in general, and like I just figured like, okay, well, you know, she keeps saying it's just uncomfortable and this kind of thing, so maybe I could just do my own thing. But like literally, even in my return stream where I didn't mention anything like related to her, like I mean, I said like, you know, I don't think that she wants to be talked about or something along those lines, right? And like it still made her call into not recording the next day and like still continue it. And then of course then it escalated with Xylie thing. So I'm like, with Xylie saying like the most grave thing that I had seen from like a creator, which adds like some validation, because she said, I just spoke to her last night. You there?
Yeah, my camera's fucked. Hold on. You can keep going.
Oh,
you can
okay.
keep going. It's not.
Yeah. So like, you know, I think seeing the escalation from Xylie's stream, that like really kind of messed with me, because it's like, you know, Xylie had done like a lot of streams kind of farming me, all right? So they did like a lot of streams like kind of dancing on my grave sort of thing, like, and I feel like that was in part kind of like involving yourself, and which is fine enough, but like,
well, it's a
gets
trending
little bit more
topic.
tricky.
You're a trending topic, right?
Yeah, but it gets more tricky when you actually talk to someone involved, and then you kind of flaunt that you have new information and stuff. And
sure,
like,
and
you know,
listen, I'm not defending that stream at all. All I'm saying is she made a mistake and she deleted it, and she said she deleted it. Yeah.
Yeah, which, you know, I told her we could do a stream together to talk about that, because it's kind of more separate issue. But like, all I'm
trying to say is, if that's what made you finally make that video and address everything and put it to bed, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at her. I'd be thanking her, because you should have done that from the beginning. I think you told me Repzilla was one of the reasons, like, telling you just to get back and do your own thing. And that guy was giving you the worst fucking advice possible. You should have made a video. You should have been like, I mean, maybe mentally you weren't in that place, but you should have made that video a lot sooner.
Also, I mean, there were like, I don't know, yeah, I just thought like if I don't know. Obviously, there's like a lot of factors, right? Like, I just like a lot of kind of like emotional factors, just feeling like, ugh, like everything's twisted, right? And like, because there was a lot of points where she would also embed herself in, like, embed as in like, you know, kind of put herself into situations of things that weren't even about her, like
that's,
you know,
all we do.
Very into like,
I put myself into tons of situations that are not about me. You know what I mean? Like that's my.
No, I'm talking about Babs. I'm talking about Babs. Sorry,
yeah, that's not her thing. No, she's not like, a public figure.
Right, like when I spoke to her, like when the media called with Repzilla, like ultimately, it was the objective was to kind of try to find some sort of peace point, right?
Yeah.
Like I also talked to Olivia, and like, you know, we're at peace, we're cool, chill, and like with Babs, like she just clearly said that she didn't want anything, like, and she didn't want any peace, and I'm just like, well, I don't want to like aggravate her, and like, because also I don't know, overall it just really fucked with me, you know. And I guess what I meant with the embed herself in other situations didn't concern her was also like about like bringing up my New Year's stream, or like what she would say, like if like whatever, is everybody wrong about you? What about Clara? What about she would bring up like other people that are involved in the community and stuff, and it's like it just like and the way she was talking about everybody, like infecting people, like it's like, oh god, like she talked to like Colton and like you know, like Xylie, and then
a lot
like,
of people talk to
she
Colton. That happens a lot. I'm surprised. I think the Pyro girl talked to Colton. Anyways, I think we're getting a little off track here. Do you want to get into the last,
it was just a lot of
last
emotional
big
shit.
topic?
What's that?
You want to get into the last big topic? Start to close this out?
Oh yeah, let's go. I know.
All right, Toastify said
Wait, I'm
something.
getting. Why am I getting? Let me look at my chat. I don't look at chat. Let's see. Tomatoes. Why is Salvo so mad? Let's see. Because
I mean, all 5 people are probably extremely pissed, but I don't really want to spend time talking about somebody who can't even pull 30 viewers. All right.
Wait, he didn't say anything. I told him to at me and tell me something. Oh well.
I don't know.
All right. Anyways, okay, yeah. Let's go to the last burning topic.
Big topic. Toastify submitted a question. He said, anyone who's already mentioned, everyone who's mentioned Olivia, I'd like to bring up Edwin dragging Bowblax for saying offensive shit by standing by Salvo when he did the same thing to Bowblax. I noticed you didn't have any issues with that point in my video, or at least you didn't mention them. But if you did, now's the time to get them out. I guess I researched into what Toastify was saying because I didn't know this at the time. I guess you had an issue with Bowblax saying slurs, maybe because he was using gay as a derogatory term, and like condoning me saying the F slur. I'm not going to say it because I'm on Twitch, not because I'm on your stream. But yeah, so like that was happening, and then there was that really awkward situation with Salvo. I was just wondering what your thoughts on that is.
I don't recall ever like policing him. I know like on generally my stream I was like, oh, let's not use the R word or whatever kind of thing.
Well, you'd made a point because your friend came in. You're like, these guys are talking like crazy shit. This is super bad or whatever. Because I remember you're like, you guys can't use the R slur on my stream. You can't say gay in a bad way. Like we kind of went through a bunch of not back to funny type like censorship.
That specific stream, I believe, was from a stream with Bowblax and his friend who is gay, and me and the friend and Bowblax were in a Discord call talking about that kind of subject. And I didn't see Bowblax as like disagreeing or anything, but generally speaking, like, you know, the whole thing with like let Salvo speak, like, and you know, I talked to Bowblax in great detail, like that, like a few days to or less than a week later, and we, you know. He definitely made me understand how much it affected him.
I do want to explain what the chat is, because I understand that you spoke to Bowblax after and you guys had an issue with this. But I guess the point of Toastify's question is you're like, hey, dude, please, like, you're letting your friend say the F slur. You're saying gay in a derogatory way. I don't want the R slur used on my stream anymore. And then on that same stream, or days later, I think it's the same stream. And I think that's why this even happened. Bowblax, me, Salvo, you, we're all on a call. And Salvo starts saying stuff like, oh, we can't use that term? That's fine. All right, Bowblax.
Right.
That guy is like a mouth drooping. I think I made a comment. I think if you go back, I did make a comment. And, you know, but he like described like the autistic version of the N-word. Like that's how hard like that it was. I mean, the point is, if you're getting rid of all this censorship, why was that flying?
Yeah.
I guess.
And this is like what I told Bowblax still, like, dude, like honestly, like I've kind of sucked at kind of handling when I'm in calls with more than like 2 people, because it's like it gets kind of awkward. If you remember that stream, like I literally had like a video of like the gavel, you know, I kept pressing okay, let's chill. So it was like my passive, like, you know, dumb way of like trying to chill it out. But like, and I told him like, yeah, I'm sorry, like I handled it poorly, and you know, he like, yeah, that's what I told him straight up, because like I did want to stop it, but I was just too awkward to like not know how to like, okay, you guys, and you know, I thought like, you know, they would just talk to each other or whatever. It was like a weird situation kind of thing, because also I thought you both hated Salvo and you both like jumped in there, and like I don't know, I guess my mindset was like to passively take it and let you guys duke it, or I don't know, I wasn't actively thinking like I didn't know how to handle it. That's really it.
So I think your biggest barrier with this community is probably Bowblax. I guess that's like, I don't even know if you're trying to come back. I don't know if you're trying what to do, or I don't know if you're gonna make content about totally different shit, make streams about other stuff. I know you made some community posts, but I think the people here who might potentially become new fans of you, or potentially not, off this conversation, are probably gonna hinge a lot of that on this. You guys had a really bad interaction, you and Bowblax. Do you have any Do you have any thoughts on that with the New Year's stream and the way that whole thing went down? I guess.
Like, it just obviously sucks. Like, it's unfortunate that, like, you know, I didn't mean to piss him off like as much as I did, right? Like, everything just fucking happened fast, and I don't know, like, I don't like, it's nothing like to say I'm proud of, right? Because obviously in the New Year's stream, I was like taken off guard when like someone's like, hey Edwin, you should check out this tweet from Bowblax, right? It's like New Year's Eve, and he had just clipped like, you know, 1 or 2 a.m. that clip of Savo, and I was like, we had already just talked about this. So I was like, what's going on? And I'm like, and then he called into my show, and I'm just like feeling guilty, like, dude, like, man, I feel like I'm being guilty right here, like we, like, you know, I didn't know how to cope with it, and like I don't know, I was just like afterwards like drunkenly saying like whatever I said, I don't know, like I felt like it was like I felt like I was kind of like, you know, twisted the knife on like randomly while I was already live and drunk, and you know, so, but like, you know, yeah, I don't know what to say about, like, I'm not gonna try to like I feel like I already apologized to him to the most that I could, and if he feels how he feels, that's
well, I mean, it's not really
valid.
apologizing to him. You don't have to be sorry to him. He doesn't have to be sorry to you. I guess the kind of thing is like to the audience, because of people watching it. Because I mean, the way that I interpret it, because I was unaware if there was anything resolved prior to this. I saw Bowblax make a call-out post. You were like, yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck Bowblax. He's being a total loser. And then you get in the call with him, and immediately the tone shifts. Now, that could be alcohol-related. It could be a variety of different things, but it's like, I'm so sorry I did this to you, man. Like, I'm really, like, this is actually fucking really getting to me. And, like, the second you hung up with him, you're like, yeah, fuck that guy. That guy sucked. Or whatever. It comes off as kind of like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like, it was the annoyance, the underlying annoyance of, like, oh my god, he did this right now? Like, you like, New Year's Eve,
this
really?
Is all
like, oh my
happening
god,
to
what
me
is
right now? Is that how it was?
Yeah. It's like, it felt like a continuous pile on, right? Like, and I'm like, oh my god. So it's kind of like not having a filter, and like, but like, it wasn't like Bowblax sucks, whatever, for doing this. It's just like kind of like, yeah, drunken, like, no filter annoyance, like, oh my god, like, you know, I mean, like, it's kind of weird to like just say, by the way, Edwin sucks for this, when we had already talked it out, like, but like, if he wanted to address it with me, like, I just thought it could have been nice to like let me know ahead of time, so I could have been prepared. Otherwise, because he didn't say in the tweet or in a reply that we had already talked it out, so it almost looks like he's like starting a beef. And I'm just
I
like,
get what you're saying there. If it was resolved privately, I understand a bit of the anger. I just, that whole, it's just it's an unfortunate back and forth, and I think it's probably going to be most people's, if anyone's still pretty fucking pissed at you, I think that's going to be one of the reasons. I think it was a really shitty situation all around. Well, not all around. I think it was a pretty shitty situation on your part.
Yeah.
Do you have any more for me?
Mario.
Do you have any more for me? Or
like I don't know. I guess I don't know. Let's see, chat. We have anything for Nick? Let's see.
Well, I mean, again, like, the issues were like specifically with the video. Do you have any issues with? I mean, I think we've talked about more than we've talked about here. So, do you want to talk about I guess timeline? I think that was one of your issues with my video. Because I could talk about that too. What else was there? You took issues with my coverage, and we already talked about the Olivia section. And I guess that's an agree to disagree. I mean, I watched it back. My chat watched it before we streamed, so they're pretty fluent in it. I doubt you have any problem with like my Babs coverage.
Oh, I guess the only other point of contention really was how you thought that I was playing you because when you had that, or when Keem had the stream with you and it was like just like a soundbite and it was just him saying okay, and like he like looked stupid, and you thought that I was with him and like, or two-timing him, because I was like, Keem just texted me that he owned me and owned me. He thought I was there.
I know what you're talking about now. Okay, no, I get it now. That was from the beginning of the fucking stream. You just reminded me. Thank you. So, all right, this was when I started pulling up the clips of you being like, "Oh, Nick's the optics guy, man. He always wins." You don't think that was a little grovelly? You don't think it was a little like, all right, you were sucking on my toes, and I was not hiding under my hoodie. I mean, you don't think it was a little much?
Sure. I like I said, I think it's like I know it was drunkenly like, you're like, oh, what's up, homie? Kind of like, and I was like, I
but
didn't
you're
realize.
in the middle of it
realize.
already. You're in the heat of it. The salvo stuff just
Yeah.
blew up. It's not a little bit of like, oh,
But-
hey, Nick.
And you know, call me blind, call me stupid over it, but like the last memory I had from you was when we had a call like in late November. I mean, it was still before that stream that pissed you off with Salvo and Keemstar on my show. So it was before that. Like, I understand, but like we had a call after like Tipster was going off at me, and like I woke up to tweets of Tipster like, Edwin, he's like lost his mind or something. I'm like, what the hell? And then like he like tagged you like, you seen this, Nick? And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And then we had like a call, and you were like, yeah, no, honestly, Tipster's kind of like this. We just have to tolerate him for now. Or I don't know.
I've told
You
my
just say that,
fucking
like-
audience that I've been saying that for a while. Yes, no, that's fine.
Well,
you're
you know.
clear to say that. When Tipster told Salvo that he could fuck it with this $100 shit and his wife, and I was just like, man, okay, good luck with whatever you're doing, buddy. Tipster was quite the handful before he left. He did us all a favor. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, it was a problem for a while. It's probably the biggest thing we agreed on. But.
So, yeah, like we had a call, and like I feel like it was, you were confused at like the way, and obviously you were expressing that you didn't like, you didn't like my whole coverage and shit. But like, I still like, I think that we were on fine terms because like, we still like, bonded over like good Tipster talk and shit. But like, yeah, so I guess it's just me stupid that like not seeing it that way, because I held respect for you.
And I'll give this to you, and I'll give this to chat. Edwin had no fucking idea people didn't like him for like 2022. I'm not gonna give him all that other shit that he said tonight. It's possible you could look through some shit with a fine tooth comb. I believed that Edwin had no idea we didn't like him, and that was like, boom, like mind-boggling to me. And the problem is, and I like, Edwin, you weren't somebody who was easy to talk to, because around that time, it felt like everything was on at all times. So I thought if I went to you and I started talking to you, we had a legit conversation, much like the intro to this video, it would probably go down just like that. It would just end up on some fucking live stream that I have to now sit with on my Saturday fucking night when I'm not making YouTube videos to address some stupid fucking orchestrated drama. I thought I'm going to be fucking recorded. It's not worth engaging with him.
Well,
I'd rather just stay away.
Record each other.
Well,
And you-
I already said
before.
that before already. I'm just saying, but I thought it would be like that, but like out of nowhere, like fucking blind eye. You even, I consented to him even using that in the stream, by the way, just so everyone.
I mean,
clear.
to be fair though, to be fair, I didn't ever brought up that private conversation we had about the Tipster thing. I never brought it up afterwards or anything, I didn't say like, oh yeah, me and Nick
but I'm
talking
saying if
Tipster.
I came to you and I'm like, you're being fucking cringe, dude, you'd be like, oh, okay, whatever, and then you record the conversation and
It's
drop
possible.
it. Yeah,
We'll never know, but no, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like that's kind of frustration just shifted, and out that I was kind of treated that way, right? Like you kind of farmed me for a while. You're doing a lot of tweets and like just all that shit. So that's all.
sure, but do you have issues with the way I
own that.
cover other people? Have you ever looked at my Tipster shit and gone, that's a little too much, Nick?
Well, oftentimes it makes sense, and maybe that's my diluted way, right? Because like maybe, but like obviously me being the target, like it didn't make sense. A lot of it didn't make sense because I could just be like, and especially because, well, for other people also, you kind of knew them on a bigger scale and for a longer amount of time, or at least
we knew
looked
each
into
other
them.
for a while.
No, yeah, I meant so as far as like their lore and stuff, and like stuff that you would comment on. Whereas me, like you were just like learning about like, oh, Amina, and like like, and I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like it's not like people that you were friends with, as much as like, well, I guess I don't know if we're talking about Johnson, right? I guess there's that one, or flamenco, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what this is. Edwin and Salvo are actually fucked in the head. There's DMs that were just sent to me from Xylie. I guess Bridget had tweeted this today, or just before. So it's like.
Xylie said we're. Xylie said we're fucked in the head?
No, Augie said Edwin and Salvo are actually fucked in the head. I don't know when this tweet was made. It's got the timestamp clicked off, but it's DM, so I'll just read them. She was lying on her head in the seat behind her, and he 1000% was checking consent a bunch of times. It was weird as hell. Don't get it twisted, but nobody was like, "Yo, what the fuck? What are you doing?" No. So I guess assuming you're talking about like the foot stuff or whatever. It was like a weird situation. Again, I know obviously Salvo's fucking driving, but nobody said. You're saying that nobody said no. Bowblax said, Well, that's the contention there. She said no, and you and Salvo said there was consent. Was there a clear yes, or was it just her not saying no? And Edwin said, yes, I would swear on anything that she never said no to that. There was a point where he literally proposed another sex session when she did say no, and it did not occur. I don't know why I was sent this. I feel like we brought this up already. Did we?
Yeah, we...
Chat, forgive me if I'm wrong. Did we not just talk about this like 20 minutes ago? Babs tells me there was no third instance. Yeah, I don't think there was a third instance.
What?
What are you talking about? Question Edwin on this. I thought I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. There's two instances that I'm aware of. There's the instance that occurred on the night of the Keemstar's house thing, and the next day. I guess Edwin said before that she had offered she'd offered to do another threesome in the future, and you said no, right? Or did Salvo ask that?
Salvo asked that, and we both said no.
But did you say earlier in the stream that she proposed that, or that Salvo proposed
No,
that?
no. Oh, no, I said she was down for it.
She was
Just
down.
not like...
I thought you said the two of you said a hard no. Is that what I was supposed to ask you about?
No. Like, we said hard no's for it, like, happening, like, the moment, like, in that drive, like, in that day.
Okay.
Like, next time, if I were to come up to Buffalo or whatever, or that East Coast kind of thing.
Okay.
Future.
Alright, I think that's probably what people wanted. That's what the chat wanted you to see. They've been spamming for you to see it, and Babs tweeted it out.
What?
Alright, well, that's his response to it. I don't really... I'm sorry, I'm in the moment right now, so I'm missing... I'm going to have another explanation for this later. When was it asked within the timeline? I guess there's a... So, are you conflating two different things? Was there... Alright, these are two scenarios that I think you mentioned happened. One, there was a proposed sex that happened on the day of the car ride, and there was proposed sex that would happen in the future when you guys meet up again. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay. So
Yes.
which party initiated both of those, and what was the opinion at the time?
Salvo asked both questions.
Salvo asked, would you fuck
Yeah.
now? And then you and Babs said no.
Right.
And then Salvo asked, would you fuck in the future? And...
Well, not fuck, but like doing a three-way kind of thing, yeah. And she's, she was down for it.
So she was down for that one, saying, like, not today, another time.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
your stance
And like
on
he
that.
said, like, oh, I could even get a hotel next time or something. So it's not at Keens. Like, I mean, I don't know, like because it didn't have to necessarily be where in Buffalo, right? It's not kind of situation.
Because
so
I
like,
see Babs in the chat saying no, but I just want to get that out there that this is what you mean, right? This is your position. This isn't a gotcha. I don't have all the answers. They might.
No,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
have
it.
it.
That's
I'm
why
just
I said-
making sure
that's
that
what
we
I
get
said
it
earlier.
in explicit detail.
Yeah.
Why does this fucking matter? Because they're asking me. I just want to make sure that that question is answered because they asked me about
I
it.
don't even know what she's contesting or what.
Well, she's saying that she wasn't down for a future interaction.
Okay, well, that's...
All right. And chat, this is why I didn't want to take questions during the fucking conversation, because it is hard to follow. I have the prepared ones that I've already thought about, so I'm not doing that anymore. But again, I'm being spammed that, so I did want to ask it, because it came to me from like 6 different
She also
people.
said that she saw me sucking and fucking, but like, what point was that? Like, ask her what point of the timeline that happened. Like, what? Or what?
All right. So, anyways, any more outstanding questions for me? Otherwise, I think I'm good here. I don't know about you. Do you think this went okay for you?
I mean, I'm down to talk about whatever, so I'm looking at my chat too. Do you think Nick hangs out or has in real life friends? Sure. I think there's some of that, right? Or,
Thanks, Edwin.
I mean, that was a question for me. But like, how many are female, dog?
Oh my god, you are not in any position to ask me that. You and Babs were sitting there right before all this went down, by the way, being like, oh, Nick would love to have this pussy. Oh, Nick doesn't talk to women.
That was cringe.
Well, that's, sir, let's see how that aged. What if Nick did have it? It seems like we'd be interviewing each other a little differently if that was the case, right?
Oh, right.
I don't know if we're going to get mad at Nick's positions here for that question.
Well, at least I'm what I said was kind of confirmed there. But no, there was that funny screenshot where let me see if I will put it on. I don't know if I have it actually.
Don't offer
but
anybody
it was
to
where you
meet,
said like, no more e-girls or something.
No e-girls ever.
And I was like, he's like, so you learned your lesson. And I was like, okay, man, you're gonna make me answer. He's like, of course, bro. Like, geez, pain.
I think I have a perfect soundboard bite for this. I'm tipstering out. Stand back, ladies and gentlemen. We're tipstering. Oh, wait, where is it? Fuck. No. Oh, guy, I got it.
Thank you, women.
Guys, if you guys have
not that one. My bad. That was a misclick. All right, that was a misclick.
Okay, my screen does not show the little symbol you had there. At me on the chat so it like lights up. Otherwise, it's hard to see. Someone said that I wasn't answering questions. Let's see.
You don't have any more issues with me?
I mean, we kind of already talked a lot. It's kind of awkward, right? It's like...
No, it's not. They didn't hear it. It's for them, not for me. You don't have any more issues with me that you want to talk about?
Yeah, it's... Like, that's the thing. Like, I think originally in the beginning, I just kind of detached myself because I was like, what? You know, and I just think it's like, I do think it was ultimately shitty how, like, you were so quick to bury, like, a past friend, right? Because it's like, you say that you think I would have done it in the same place, but I disagree. That
was the content cycle that was around there. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Like it's reasonable, but like I would like to think, and I always reach out, especially when I do these kinds of videos. I like to reach out to everybody. Like even though I never ended up covering Mama Max, I try to hit him up and everything. Obviously, this is more personal, so that's what makes it weird.
Do you think it's right about what I'm like about the coverage? I guess I'm making a main channel video about this. Do you think it's right how I'm interacting with Tipster?
I think at times it's a little questionable, but like with him, it's like there's a lot of cringeness, right?
Because he was my friend for a lot longer. Huh? He was my friend for a lot longer. Like we were friends for a while.
But he like denounced the community, and I remember one of the reasons was like it's toxic because it's oh gosh, my dog needs some attending to. This is awkward.
Oh, Poochie's your little dog.
Yeah, my little dog Poochie. I was gonna say that. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Can we take a little intermission? You can take over the chat.
Oh, God, kill me! I have to pee and I want to get dinner, bro. Holy shit! Oh, you're good. You're good. I'll interact with chat. Okay.
All right. We'll take over. I'll look at your chats, guys. At me.
Oh God, should I read your chat, my donations, just to fucking spike the football? I'm not gonna be a dick. Oh man. Hey, listen. I think this has been pretty fun. Listen, if you have any problems with any of the stuff that was said tonight, I'm sure people are gonna be looking into every fucking word of it. So that's not my issue, I guess. The way Edwin was with Bowblax is more than enough for Nick and Augie to cut ties with Edwin. I don't know. I think he's a little too personal into it. Again, I think that's his criticism for me, but I think that's why he feels that way. I think if I did the same exact shit to somebody else, I don't think he would look either way, but I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you, chat, and Edwin, if you can hear me, like, internet friends are internet friends, but like, and I would love to meet people, hang out with them, but like, don't drag me in a bunch of fucking stupid, weird shit. Like, don't make me look stupid. I don't want to fucking deal with that stuff. I think that, you know what? I know the perfect way to capstone this. At the end of the day, it is nice knowing that we're all friends here, and we can hold each other accountable when we fuck up. And, yeah, that's my fucking position, alright? At the end of the fucking day, alright? After everything was said and done, I think we can hold each other accountable. Alright? That's all I need to say, chat. I think that's the perfect ending to this fucking stream. I'll wait for him to get back, but... Oh, God, do you remember that? I think that happened on a fucking Edwin stream. It was like Tipster, Bowblax, and Edwin. And fucking Edwin hated Tipster at this point. It was so fucking obvious. And Bowblax didn't want to be there because he probably fucking hated Edwin at this point. And then those fucking little groveling losers. No offense to Bowblax, but like that's how it felt in the moment. I was just so... I saw red when I saw it. It was like... Everyone's super mad and upset with each other. It's like, but at the end of the day, we're all still friends. And something inside me broke that day. I was like, no. Everybody here fucking hates each other. And they have fucking hated each other for the better part of 2 months. Okay, I am so sick. That's why we were making fun of them on stream the next day. We went on Augie's stream, and we started making fun of everybody for doing this bullshit. Because everybody fucking hated each other. It became a hindrance to interact with a lot of people on a daily basis. And that was how I fucking felt about it. Maybe that was lost on some people. Maybe that was lost on Edwin. But that day, when it was Edwin, Bowblax, and Tipster in the call, and they all fucking hated each other, and they turned around being like, at the end of the day, we're all still friends here, I snapped. Something snapped in me, and I was done. That was it. That was the end of it for me.
Alright, I'm back.
What's up, buddy?
Okay, so question, who would Nick join in a threesome with him in commentary, bros? Okay.
Never. No one online. If you know who they are, they're too public. Alright? No fucking girlfriend of mine is gonna be going on 15 fucking live streams with 80/30, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Why is Nick simping from Bowblax? That's from Sandwich Man. I guess the beef's still on there,
because Bowblax scammed Scentbird. I'm kidding. Let's keep going.
Oh my god. Let's see. Oh jeez.
Will this be going on the second channel? Yeah, it's probably the second channel, I would say.
Ask Nick to say ask.
Ask.
Okay, so you said, well, sometimes you say ask.
Ax.
That's what it was.
I'm asking you a question.
Okay, so this is actually a decent question, I think, from Salvo. Okay, and
sure.
And actually, I mean,
you don't have to justify it. Was even ask the question.
There's somebody that in my own comments in my community post said something. I'll fucking try to fetch it, but Salvo says, so everyone hated each other, but you're mad at Edwin for making fun of Bowblax?
Sure, yeah, I thought it was ridiculous, and I'm better friends with Bowblax than I am Edwin.
Oh shit, am I still live? Okay, my fucking Chrome is freezing. Dude, I have 2 gigabytes and everything's frozen. Shit, okay. Let's see. Well, okay. Let's see if you can read anything, because my fucking thing is frozen again. Let me look at my phone.
You ready to... you have anything else super fucking pushing, or you think that we've exhausted this?
We're close to exhausting it. Let me just do a proper look, because I want people getting mad at me.
Sure.
This is actually 2 high school commentary, Mean Girls I'm going back to art commentary. Sometimes you need to walk away from people that aren't adding anything to your life, like a dead leaf that's draining energy from you. You cut it off to preserve your own life. So here's the thing, for me personally,
Stardust, that stream I wasn't actually physically in, but it was... had to be in,
this channel
November
especially became
December?
very drama based.
It's on
and
Edwin's channel.
The end of the year, I would just stream if there was nothing going on. Sometimes oh, okay, this is whatever, right? And I was very into it, and I wanted to do the stream to kind of properly address it, because obviously the first stream back was just a complete shift and turn in the way that I streamed, and so I didn't want to seem like I'm running away from it, right? Because I understand that people will remember at least the last part of the year as someone that was streaming for every little reason, right, and just having fun, not realizing, getting lost in the content brain. And I feel like it's only fair to at least address things in a proper way, and if people want to believe it, they can believe it, or if not, they want to keep waiting, right? Because as of right now, I don't have any specific plans to return to streaming or whatever. Maybe, like I said, I think I said that I'd be down to do one with Xylie, because that's a separate issue. And if any topic comes up, but honestly, the whole cycle, I've seen FoozyTube, Logan Paul, and other topics that already cycled by so many people. So if someone grabs my eye, or there's an actual topic to talk about, I'd be down to do.
Oh, so you're not gonna go and make the biggest rape video ever after this, right?
I don't have any specific plan.
No new rape just dropped?
Not that I know of. I don't know. I don't have any specific topics. I was looking into I think you actually suggested what's his name? The
Spider-Man
Drake and Josh,
right?
Drake Bell.
Oh, Drake Bell. Yeah, Drake Bell would be a good video for your channel.
It's so funny that he actually changed his name to Drake Campana, which is Bell in Spanish, and he catering to a Mexican audience full on. I was like, what? That's very creative.
He wants to be known as a chomo and not a... I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What is chomo?
It's a child molester. But it's...
Okay, alright. Alright. Yeah,
but chomo is used predominantly for I'm pretty sure for Spanish people when they say it like that. No, it was a joke. It was a joke. You want to do a lightning
Yeah,
round quick? By the way, criticism what you're saying, I get it. When your stream coming back, you wanted to kind of give everybody both. The problem was you didn't give anybody anything. You gave the drama people like a little taste, didn't really go anywhere. They were a little confused why you came in with like a nuclear fucking intro, and you're like, tee hee lol, here's the drama, alright, it's over, let's talk about Michael Jackson. And then like the people who wanted to see your new content were like, why the fuck are we talking about this shit still? So you tried to appeal to everybody, you appealed to nobody, it was a shit show.
Exactly.
And next time you do it, I think it's time to just pick a road. I think you already did most of the other stuff. Well, I guess this is the next time. You pick the drama. Congratulations, you got me.
I did that really boring stream just so you wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Well, guess what? You went out of your way and you gave me a whole day's worth of streams. All right. So,
yeah, you're welcome. Glad you got some. Actually, I think let me see if I got any super donations. Guys, I need to like make up for this whole year I didn't do any work. Like,
you didn't get any Wait, what?
My video I did, my recent one got demonetized. So like like I need guys. Come on, let's see. Vitamin says, do toxic gossip train cover. I thought about bringing a ukulele for my video, but
I'll get my rock band guitar over there. You can just like
Labor Day. Oh, that's rock band guitar.
Yeah, people are asking, you play the
Isn't
guitar,
Labor Day
Nick? I'm like,
holiday?
no, I play the video game one.
Who cleaned the threesome bed? Kimo Brantley. I hope they burned that bed.
Is it
Yeah,
true
that's
Brantley
it.
gave Salvo back his wedding ring?
I don't know about that detail. Oh. Talk about the goldfish allegations. Do you know about the goldfish allegations?
The goldfish allegations. Oh no.
Like,
Those are that's that smear job by Smaggle Daggle. All right. Yeah, no, it was me. I was totally me. That was the shittiest thing ever. It was so funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, basically Nick tried to frame somebody else from.
I told the story twice at a different point, like or whatever. Yeah, basically what happened is somebody said she wanted a fucking goldfish or something, so I ordered her a goldfish, and then some dude walked over and ate it right in front of her. It was the funniest thing ever. But the first time I told it, I wasn't gonna say it was fucking me. All right, listen, I'll tell it to you on this stream because I guess it's a pretty cucked situation, but not quite as cucked as somebody plowing your girlfriend in front of you. So I will tell you about it.
Damn. Plowing your girlfriend. Didn't know that detail. Okay, I'm looking at chat actively, guys, because I'm a little burnt, but like it's been good shit.
You want to do a lightning round of people? What do you think about them?
Sure.
All right,
you got people.
Boom, Augie. What do you think about him?
Oh, of people, like what I think of
sure,
people.
Yeah.
Augie is Augie. Like I avoided his content too. Like I thought it was super cringe that like he would just kind of host Keemstar and like just like let him talk his talk, and like everyone just kind of ate it up. Like I just think that's like so unfortunate because I mean, like I think what turned him off the most was hearing that I was gay, and that like really upset him.
Tipster.
Oh, okay. I could have said more.
No, it's lightning round, bro.
Oh right, I forgot. I'm sorry. Tipster still sucks. Yeah. Unfortunately, because he's like a commentary community is toxic for ganging up on people. Yet he was always like glad to gang up on me, which I don't care. I never watched any of his coverage. Like he's just like.
We got Matt Pitt.
Oh, he's a G. He's one of the few that hit me up after everything happened. We talked and.
I do love the now recording homies. What do you think about D-Max?
Just deranged individual.
You think the D in D-Max stands for deranged?
yeah, that's good. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. Yeah. I don't know what like his deal was, because like I didn't know who he was before this year, but all of a sudden he comes in and like starts like acting like everything I say is dumb. I'm like, bro, I don't know you. And, like, but Matt was like, if he didn't know this story about you, I think you guys would like each other. I don't know what it was like. Okay, man, I don't know.
Clara from SNT.
No amnesty, like you said.
The correct answer was she has 3 fingers. Next up, we have Bowblax.
May peace be with him.
Peace be unto him, like Muhammad. I appreciate the sentiment. Next up, we have, coming up to the stand, Tommy C.
Tommy C's a G. I enjoy him. I like his shows. Good shit.
Colton?
Not. Colton.
He
will hit up every woman in the community. Nothing's changed there. Can't trust him. He will sway with whatever the woman says to do, bro. I mean, he came out with a Me Too story against Baz. He's like, she's trying to show me her tits. I'm like, okay.
Kristen Nark.
That dude is still an NPC, like, and also in the very beginning he was like feeling bad about when Sal was like, yeah man, sorry Sal will turn, you know, and I was like, it's like I would love to meet up in other circumstances, and then out of nowhere, like he just turned, like, but he's just a fucking, she's a sheep. Kirsten Nark, you're a sheep, bro. Like
Brantley.
And low IQ. Lightning round.
Keemstar.
You know, match made in heaven for each other. He's a liar. What I think is so funny about Keemstar is that like, when I first, you know, this is the point I said in my video, when I first entertained the idea of possibly making a video like with him, like he was always gonna be included, and he said, yeah, make sure you include me so it doesn't have to be biased, right? So it doesn't have to look like all the other videos people make about me. I'm like, yeah, of course I would do that. And like, what does he do? He like hosts this whole show on me without even getting my side, or like.
Well, he did
portraying
offer
it
to
at
have
all.
you on the show, right?
Yeah, like less than a few hours before he actually went live, and like to call in when like she's there. Like, man, it's such a setup. Like, fuck Keemstar, dude.
I think that's basically everybody who matters. I guess Xylie. We didn't say Xylie yet. She matters.
Yeah, like that's like a.
That's a future combo.
Yeah, we had a conversation like a little bit ago, and like I think that she finally understands like my concerns with her, and like I get where she was coming from as well, and like I told her I would be down to, you know, talk on it in a stream, and I hope we do, because still, like, you know, I feel like, and you know, she's even said like I don't even want that stream to be live. I'm like, girl, you can private it. She's like, well, not until you say, because whatever, I don't want people to think, and I'm like, no, like I'm totally fine with that whole stream going down, and like, you know, we can talk, but if she can like fully publicly own up and explain, we should do it.
All right, next one is a group of people. All right, I want to hear your stance on this entire group of people. All right.
Yeah.
Women.
Women, as a general, are great. I still love women.
Banana!
Are women monkeys?
Alabama
why'd you play
Edwin
banana?
just
What?
snuck out again. Jesus. But nothing
Oh my God,
changes,
what the frick?
Edwin.
Oh, Alabama.
Nothing ever changes. Jesus, bro.
What the setups?
I think that's about it. Max Carson.
Okay. Oh, the Mr. Girl. Oh, okay. I don't know.
Would you buy a
my
Mr.
old
Girl
life-
onesie from his store?
Yeah, no, I'm not shopping there. Those weird ones. The baby one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, I'm looking for the salvo chest if there was anything else, because obviously he does have involvement in some of this. But
Augie actually did call in, and he did want to talk about the onesies.
I want to see how much of a mess my baby made. Now come.
Ooh. Ooh.
Turkey Tom! What do you got about Turkey Tom?
I think, I don't know. I don't really know what he really said. Like, I don't think he said anything probably strong about any of this. But like, either way, I still respect his hustle. Like, and I remember like he was always the first one, even before I really got involved in like all the kayfabe and whatever shit last year in the group chat. He was the one always saying like, you guys gotta chill with your live streams. Like, actually put like good effort.
Yeah,
and he's giving us all advice. Like,
he's beating everybody's
to,
ass.
like-
He's doing great. He's the best commentary channel, 100%. Be it
Yeah,
whether
so-
his main or his side channel. His side channel is better than any daily uploader, and his main channel is better than any video essayist.
Yeah, so I think it's like, you know, same respect. I don't.
Augie still
And,
clips
I
him
mean,
in streaming by far, but I think yeah.
Like even people that like talk shit or whatever said shit, like it's not like I don't know that he did or whatever, but if he did or whoever, like I can't hold it against people, right? Like even Mudahar was in like that one stream for with Augie and Keemstar when Keemstar was like saying all the bullshit lies, right? Like I can't blame Mudahar for whatever falling into like the whole like shit like that. Just like I can't hold it against you forever. Like it was just like I mean, and you know, I catered to like this audience too. Like I kind of like pipeline people, my own audiences, and cater to the commentary audience. So like I can get it. I can't hold that forever. Like I can get annoyed at people if like they hear my side and like still want to be annoying. Like I think I'm fine to fucking block who I want or whatever, or time it out or whatever. But
I'm sorry, I just
like-
realized your hair is fucking a different color. Every time I see you, your hair's a different color. You're red today. Are you feeling red today?
I went red today.
Okay.
Yeah, just did it today.
Last
fresh.
one, Eva, go.
I already said everything about her and the not recording. You know.
Oh, I didn't see the whole narrative.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Do you watch the broadcast?
I'll
I'll stop you right there. Nobody watches the broadcast. Mystics on that show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Edwin Generations. All right, are we good? Are we done? You having a good one?
I think so. I looked in my chat.
Alright.
I don't see anybody. Yeah, but thanks. Cool. So
Someone told.
guess we'll do this again
Someone
next week.
DM'd me saying
Like
that
the
you
old
look
days.
like the Wish version of Markiplier from 2016 with your haircut.
oh, that's right. I used to get that. It's not the first time I gotten that one I had.
All right, this was a fun stream. I'm sure no one will interact with it extremely unhingedly or irrationally. I'm sure everyone will just take it as what it was at face value. All right.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure that nothing wrong or crazy could keep happening. There's no sort of apocalypse gonna happen now, guys.
All right. I think that's it for me. The future, you're doing streams now. Oh no, you're not doing streams. You're doing main channel videos. Are you looking like what kind of content do you want to cover? Same.
Just whatever
different?
is interesting.
Homeboy Saturdays coming back.
Don't hold your breath, but like yeah. Also, like a lot of the covers from this year on me, like I also call it tea and like whatever cringe shit because it was like minimized because I mean not saying I didn't do a lot of like I guess Me Too, right? Like coverage on serious drama, but I never saw it as me doing content protecting women like you had depicted, because I usually just like make fun of like the bad person in the video, and it's not exclusively about like abuse situations. Like one of my most popular videos about like Elon Musk and Xylie Banks and crimes, and I have another video that's like over 500,000 as well.
Listen, sometimes you cover Xylie Banks and crimes, and sometimes you cover other people's crimes. It's a rhyme and it works.
Yeah, and much of my The Antwoord series is not really about like all that the Johnny shit either. It's like, so it's not, I'm not exclusive to that. So it's whatever just piques my attention, and I'm still like looking for something, but I'm not. And also it's like, I gotta say, like I'm not gonna turn to a red pill or anything, but like going through like everything that I went through and like having to fucking prove myself like there, it's like it definitely won't be like it probably will have a little shift. I don't know. It's kind of what I feel, right? Like I can't, I don't know, because like this shit was like, I don't know. Believe all canceled now. Andrew Tate. I'm kidding. No.
All right, man.
No, not Andrew Tate guy. Sorry. Don't worry, y'all.
Well, I think that's probably it for me.
Cool.
I'm gonna drop it on a big tipster. Oh shit! You have a good night.
Shit. Good night, please.
All right, gamers. I think we successfully had our fireside chat. We could probably cut the cabin music off. I hope I got all the community-related questions. I see some people who are unfortunately angry about, like, well, you didn't cover the seer stuff, or you didn't cover some niche topic. To be honest, I'm not even very fucking, what's it called? Familiar with. Again, this video, he wanted to ask me questions about my video. He didn't really ask a lot, to be honest. I kind of dominated a lot of the discussion for that. But, I don't know. I got that was the point of the stream, I guess. I hope I asked a lot of your questions. Majority of the stuff that I brought up in that stream was shit that you guys wanted to hear about. Anything related to community, anything related to me. I put a little Babs in there because she asked some questions. I'll probably talk to her at some... I did say X. Not ask, ax. I did say... I don't know, I'm Long Islander. Bruh, I'm a Long Islander. Did you confront him looking like a gay motorcycler Rob? I don't know who that is, but... you answer that question as well? Oh, well. So I'm going to tell him that Nick said he dominated a lot of the stream and oh, no, I didn't say it like that. I said I dominated, like, talking time. Not I dominated Edwin. I said I dominated the discussion in terms of, like, I'm asking a lot of the questions. That's what I meant. Yeah. Again, like, people talk. I don't know. If you have an issue with I didn't hold them down hard enough on something, odds are you pretty much already know those answers yourself, and I'm sure your stream will be pretty good, whoever does it. Unblock me on Discord. Colton, I didn't block you on Discord. I deleted our comment section. because I didn't want to accidentally talk to Edwin. If you DM me again, I'll see it, I think. Oh no, I already see you. You're right here. Colton's here. You're there. I read it on stream. Red Bar is watching. Oh, well, unfortunately, there's not a lot of salvo coverage for you, but... I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and I missed watching this here, and I've been watching this from Aiko's YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm glad that... Again, Aiko's fucking streaming this, alright? If there's anything that you want fact-checked, odds are Aiko's fucking 20 steps ahead of me, alright? She's got every detail of this fucking story all written down. I wish her luck when she puts it all together. I think her video's coming out too. And even though Edwin doesn't like it, and even though Edwin doesn't fucking condone it or whatever, I'm sure her version of events when the video comes out on her side is going to be interesting and worth watching. So, yeah, that's what I stand on that one. The total Nick domination. Do not fucking abbreviate that in my chat or in other people's chats. They won't know what you're talking about. I know that's why you asked me. Why are you okay with Edwin now? Why, bro? I feel like we articulated a lot of issues in that back and forth or whatever. So I feel like that's not really the fairest question. I don't really see myself making a ton of content with Edwin in the future. I just wanted to talk to him because he got through the Bab stuff. Edwin is a sensitive biatch. Every opinion he had was based on how it was covered. I do think a lot of his problems were tone. I didn't really lay that super hard, but I made sure I said it. I think Edwin's issues with me were the reason that, like, the issues he had with me were because of the way I said it, and he didn't like the way I covered him. I don't think I, at any point, spread intentional, like, misinformation that was at all meaningful to the discussion. Did I say, oh, I think he's making a video on me? Yeah, sure. Who fucking cares? At that point, like, even if I knowingly lied and just baited him into talking about it, I don't think it matters. It's someone making a YouTube video. The guy's getting accused of sexual assault. I don't know if that's really worth it. I noticed he probably didn't care a lot what Augie had to say. I don't think that coverage really mattered to him. I think it hurt him in particular because he thought we were closer than I guess we were at that time, which I could understand. I understand if he'd be upset about that.